We always ready for the smoke, you heard? Venom and Smoke Podcast.
Welcome to the Venom and Smoke Show. Man, this is our sports show. It's Friday. We get out to get rowdy in here. You know how it is. We got them all on time today. So everybody going to get to chime in. So first, we'll bring on the advocate, man. He's the advocate. He's going to advocate for somebody. I guarantee it. He's going to advocate for him. That's our guy, Doc Eric. We also got the nefarious one. He's here.
What's up, everybody?
And you know we have to bring in the most diabolical of haters anymore. We're going to get in a minute. I'll bring in Jay. In Jet Booger Green.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Before we get into it, same thing we did last night. We're going to have a moment of silence for the victims of Buffalo. You know, just to show them some love, man. They didn't deserve what they got. So give us a second. Just take the hat off. All right. We back. Just, you know, we got to show our respect to those people. So, you know.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
What goes out to the families, man.
Most definitely. That's what a disgusting act.
Very, very, very disgusting act.
Mm.
But, you know, on speak of disgusting acts, man, let's talk about Big Steven. That's the new diabolical hater. That's why I say he took your title, Jay.
Nah, I don't think so.
He took your title. He went diabolical, you know, to get his boosters to.
Diabolical would have been if he would have dropped dying on more than two people. He just chose two people.
He chose the little guy. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes it damn diabolical. Right. He didn't go after Miami because you know Miami out there, they spending stripper money. They got all kind of cocaine money. They bringing these people in. He ain't even going after LSU, who is his rival. No, he gonna shit on Texas A&M. He gonna shit on, and he gonna shit on.
You know, USC got Hollywood money.
You talking about Deion Sanders and Jackson State, who can't even get bus rides to their games, and you want shit on them?
You gonna come on to this guy, to a little guy?
I'm like Nick Saban. How many championships you want, buddy?
He's hating because maybe Deion, you know, bought somebody that he wanted in that bad. So of course he's gonna go right at
Nick.
Hey, what's up, Nick?
Yo, we thought the CIA got you.
We thought you went to Area 51 there, pal.
They got it. Ooh, Vic is safe. Ooh, he's safe. Oh boy, I thought they got it, man. But man, thoughts, man. You know, we're gonna see the advocate first, because you know you're gonna advocate for Nick.
Go ahead, Mr. Advocate.
All right, there's no advocating on this one, but say, bro, like what he said, that's gross. In my opinion, that was just gross because you done collected all these championships. You said, At there, you made this culture, and you for a number of years. Now all of a sudden that we got different aspects. We got this NIL deals in place, and you can't get everybody. And now, you can't get this number 1 recruit for this position. Now you got to come up with a new scheme because you kind of wanted this guy.
Feel better, Vic.
Now you can't run your scheme on this guy. Now it's an issue. All of a sudden, it's no fun. It's no fun after the rabbit has the gun.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, I got to sit here and I got to call everybody out. Say, bro, that's despicable, man. Like, come on, bro, grow up.
That's diabolical, man. You got to use the diabolical. That was diabolical. That's some shit Jay will do. You know what? I'm winning this game. Now y'all come around me. I said, now y'all come behind me. Now I'm gonna drop dime on you. I'm not saying they doing it.
I think that those statements that he made opened the NCAA's eyes, though.
I'm saying it's legal now. It's legal now with NILs, so you can't fucking do shit now.
So
you can't do it.
For all those times that you could not in the past, look at what you got today. Today, if you want to get away with getting a player or doing this, now is the time to do it because the NCAA can't do anything.
Can't do
shit. They're stuck holding their junk in their hands.
Put it this way.
So
you don't think Alabama didn't buy some of these people? Who the fuck
wants to
go to Alabama?
Come on now.
Respect to Alabama. Who the fuck wants to go to Tuscaloosa, Alabama? I've been to Tuscaloosa. I won a championship basketball in Tuscaloosa. Ain't shit to do in Tuscaloosa. Ain't shit to do in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
That's why they win championships.
Ain't shit to do there. It's just it looks like Blueberry out there. Ain't shit to do out there.
I haven't been out there personally, but from what I hear, because I talk with a lot of people who's passed through, they only like their black players either playing football or basketball, and that's it.
Hell yeah. You don't stay in no fucking Tuscaloosa.
Hey, look, y'all keep that.
So you go, man, I'm just telling you like this.
He's a hypocrite.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama is not a place where if I'm from New Orleans, I want to go to Tuscaloosa because they got a good football program. And I'm just gonna skip over LSU, who's in Baton Rouge, who's closer to me, who might be slightly less racist. I'm just being real with it.
Wow.
And then, we're gonna skip over all these other little towns and just go. You know what? We're gonna go to Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Let's just go to Alabama.
Yeah, they had to pay
Alabama is the Harvard of the South. It's the Harvard of the South.
It is.
Nah, that's too lame, my brother. Go Green Wave. What the Harvard of the Harvard of the South, man, no. Nobody cares if you get a degree from Alabama. That's their degree shit is like getting a junior college degree. Shit ain't shit in Alabama, man. Shit, I'm just telling you, ain't shit but football.
Hey.
So you telling me they didn't pay these players to come to Alabama?
I think so. I mean, I've never been to Tuscaloosa, but if you're telling me it's like that,
trust me, I've been.
You have to pay me to go there.
But it's been thrown out because Jimbo Fisher, he already said, go check out this dude pass. And these guys worked together when it was down here in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
So if this is coming from somebody who came under that coach's tree, I mean, that has nothing to do but to open your eyes and say, you know what, this dude has been like
this. We're gonna get to that in a minute, man. We're gonna get to basketball, but this Nick Saban stuff had Deion Sanders hot as fish grease. This dude was hot as a motherfucker. He was pissed off. Cause look, Jackson State just got one player, and it was not like the player was even committed to Alabama. He was committed to fucking Florida State.
Ooh.
So it's not. So what the fuck is Deion Sanders getting put in here for?
But
I understand Jimbo.
If I'm Florida State, I'd be pissed. But why is Saban pissed?
Why is he pissed? that's what I'm saying.
That's called deflecting.
Florida State not even tripping about it.
No, that's fucking dumb. Can we call him the diabolical hitter? Or can he be inducted to your diabolical Hall of Fame, Jay? That's pretty fucking diabolical, man.
He would definitely be in the Hall of Fame. But to me, he was taken like it was like he was like a baby, having a temper tantrum. Oh, we didn't get this player, and because of this new way of doing things, and I can understand him probably going after the guy that was under him. I don't see why he chose Deion out of every coach in football.
Little
can tell
guy.
you
Every
why.
college
He's a
coach.
little guy, and
I
he's
can tell
black.
you why.
He's black. I said it.
That because it's an all black school, and they touched on Shannon Sharp touched on this shit. It ain't no fun when black people start shelling out money for their own. So if Jackson State did shell him out $1 million, oh shit, we can't have this culture change stuff because if the black people realize these black schools got money, they might go back to the HBCUs and they say fuck us. You know why?
You don't even have to do that anymore.
I'm just saying, why wait 4 years when I can automatically start for this HBCU coming off Jump Street?
Yeah.
Exactly. So not
And
only
you
do
didn't
you
get
have that
noticed.
in play, but now the NFL, they're kind of marketing the best players in the history of the league has come from HBCUs.
Walter
Like
Payton,
people who are number one or in top
Jerry
tier
Rice.
at their position. It's come from HBCUs, and now all of a
Doug
sudden they're like,
Williams.
you know what? I could be that guy.
We can go through
These new guys,
Williams,
these new
he's a
cats
Hall
come
of
in.
Famer.
These newscasts come in and say, you
Mel
know what?
Blount.
You know, I can sit here and shine myself. I could be in his shoes 10, 15 years down the line. Because you don't need that kind of exposure. Because guess what? If anything, our delegation, we're going to protect the culture. We're going to be like, you know what? That's a guy we're watching.
And I
And
put it this
case
way.
in point, and I'm
Go ahead.
What's that?
Go ahead, Doc. I say go
case
ahead,
in
Doc.
point. Case in point, look at what's happening with the Saints right now. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, Tyrann Mathieu came from, you know, an HBCU culture, but he's homegrown. And look how everybody love it. Like he came and signed with his home team and everybody love it. So let's see. What's to stop these cats from, I don't know, Texas, California, whatever, and saying, you know what, I'm gonna go to a school out here, I'm gonna shine out there, and guess what? This state gonna protect its own. And let's say somebody who's abysmal right now, and I'm not trying to tease any of y'all teams for it, but I'm gonna just say a New York kid. So if a New York kid goes to a New York school and then he gets drafted by the Giants or the Jets, I'm more than sure he's gonna be marketed hotter than the white hot, more than Insanity himself.
I agree. Yes.
Oh, so, the tight end the Jets just got. They picked up this kid. He's homegrown from Long Island.
Oh,
you don't think they're gonna blow that up?
When Victor Cruz was on the Giants, you've seen how much they marketed him.
Of course.
So there you go.
So it's like these, and I'm putting it this way: HBCU games are way fun. They're fun to like go to them. They're way better than going to these NCAA games. I'm just being real with you. It's fun. The band's playing throughout the whole game. It's usually high scoring. So it's like shit. They are fun.
I was lucky enough when they had an HBCU Battle of the Bands down here in Miami.
Ooh, I know you love that, man.
And my wife, she was like, Izzy, let's go. I'm like, all right, what the hell?
Culture.
And I went there. I can't lie, I had a blast.
Yeah, it's a whole culture. Like
it was amazing.
Culture change. And it's
because
like
people of color know how to do it.
Yeah, like if you get
we're not boring
coming out of high school going to that culture, man, that shit can blow up. And they don't want that.
Absolutely.
The Alabamas, and all the blue blood schools don't want that shit because people don't want to go to the history of the NCAA. Nobody wants to, but this is what happens. You know how black people got into college football because it wouldn't be no HBCUs if everybody could play. You know what happened to Alabama? Bear Bryant went and played HBCU and they beat his ass so bad they said we got to get some blacks here. They spanked Alabama ass. Like they whipped their ass so bad they was like, you know what? Screw all this racism shit. We need some black players. That's what they did.
It's only so far a scheme can carry you. You actually need talent. And now he's looking at it that I'm losing talent. And what does that equate to?
But is he really losing talent?
Boosters. I'm losing eyes on my school. I'm losing eyes on me.
Eric, I got a question. Who had the number 2, ranked, I guess not draft class, I was about to say, but number 2 ranked recruiting class? Just want you to answer that question for me. With the number 2 ranked.
Oh, hands down, that's LSU, baby.
No.
That's downhill.
Number 2 was Alabama. 1 was Texas A&M. Yep, 1 was Texas A&M. 2 was Alabama. So He mad because he went from number 1 to number 2.
That's petty.
Dude, this was about.
Man.
Son,
Come on, man.
That's why I say he's diabolical as shit. So because he's not number 1. You know what? This is bullshit. Look what Jackson State did. They got 1 5-star recruit.
This dude.
One. It was 1. Even though he was the best one in the class, it was 1. Look at Jackson State. They paid him $1 million, even though they say that's not true.
So what?
Even if it was,
it's not true.
Look at Jimbo. Look at Jimbo. He bought all the players, but you still had the number 2 ranked class because people know Alabama go to championships.
Yeah, they do.
Your reputation precedes you, so you don't have to say shit, Nick.
Come on,
his days are winding down.
It's like to the average Joe. Would you rather go to Alabama or would you rather go to Jackson State?
Most people will go to Alabama.
Alabama,
yes. Because they're always ranked in the top 10.
And HBCUs don't get that light. So if I'm like a person that say, you know what, I know I'm gonna get a 6-figure house if I go to Alabama. They're gonna get my mom out the hood. They're gonna probably pay for me. I'm gonna go to Alabama. But if I don't have to worry about all that, my mama good and all that, I might try Jackson State for the exposure if I want to play right away. It depends on the player, but most players gonna be like, you know what, I'll go to Alabama. You just drop 1 spot.
Those particular schools, and we seen that, in 05. Now, you really think I'm not really saying that Reggie did this per se, but let's say you have a talent like a Reggie Bush. Or you
they bought him.
He was bought.
That's what I'm saying. So, but you think you're going to have this player without his village behind him? So get my partner, get my cousin Pookie, whomever, Lil Ray, Lil Bam Bam. Be like, look here, go sit in this office because look at if you got that kind of talent, your schedule basically as a job is 7 days a week. You waking up as early as 4 o'clock to get ready for a 5 o'clock workout. You're gonna get there, you're gonna sit there, you're gonna rest, you're gonna have your breakfast, you're gonna wind up starting all over again, doing the same thing for afternoon for lunch, and then you're gonna wind down for dinner, and then who knows if you want to have a life or you got a girlfriend, this, that, and the third, and God willing, she understands that you in that life. Like, say, baby, look, grab this bag, grab the equipment. I gotta be in by 9 o'clock. Like, so guess what? To supplement that, you think this food is free? Like, this food is like they just gonna go down and be like, look, I'm number 40 on the field. Like, say, bro, they're not going. The school cafeteria not going on that. If they eat the school cafeteria, let's say they go up the street, they gotta have money in their pocket. Well, sit in the office, sit in this car dealership office, go sit in this realtor's office, whomever, and I'm gonna clock you for these amount of hours. I'm gonna say that you was here from 8 to 12, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. You get that income. And a lot of them people got that in place. A lot of them constitutions a lot of these institutions got these constituents and say, you know what? I'm a friend of the school. Why not? Send number 40 down to me. I got him. I'll make sure he eat good. I'll make sure that his mama gonna live right or his mama gonna have right when he gets pro. She gonna have enough money to get in the place so what she could jot down her name for this loan and get this, I don't know, Jag, Mercedes, whatever. In case it's because I know I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna get it back tenfold. Come on, man, make it make sense.
With this new way of recruiting, they made it so much easier for the colleges because now it's all about money. I could be a freshman at Miami, a sophomore in Alabama, a junior at Texas, and a senior at USC because I could jump into the porthole every year.
Yeah,
because at the end of the year, I go to, let's say my freshman year, I go to Miami and I go to the coach, hey, man, I need some more money. Well, this is all we could do for you. Oh, but, Alabama just offered me $3 million more than what you offered me.
Yeah.
And now you just jump. Now you're jumping. Where before you recruited that kid, and they at least spent 3 years of school.
Well, I'm glad they changed that rule because that's bullshit. I come there And by my second year, I ain't playing, and y'all just keep, he allows the player to go somewhere. It can probably change the culture if you go somewhere and get on the field.
No, that I understand, but now with the society that we live in, it's not going to be about, oh, I didn't play. It's going to be about, what can you offer me to come play for you?
Which I agree on too, because it's like
Player
this.
players.
These colleges
Yeah.
are making so much money off these players. Like the jersey, back in the day, Reggie Bush didn't see a dime off his fucking jerseys, and they had everybody wearing a Bush
that
jersey.
We know of.
That
we know of, because remember, people were getting paid underneath the table back then.
Even that wasn't the amount of money he even need. I'm like, the amount of money they gave him was not even enough to what they made. Then people made hundreds of $1 million off of Reggie Bush, and they might have gave Reggie Bush $600,000.
If that,
I'm saying, if that, you understand?
I'm gonna say 600,000 is getting paid.
I understand. If that, I'm saying Reggie Bush, if he had NIL, Reggie Bush would have broke the fucking bank. If he had NIL, he'd have broke the bank. Reggie Bush would have probably had a $20 million NIL deal.
So then soon what's going to end up happening is that high school kids are going to be able to get paid from colleges to make sure that they get drafted, go to that college.
I'm with it. Fuck it, I'm with it. Everybody deserves to get paid.
NCAA, do right by Reggie and give that man back his Heisman.
Yeah,
give Reggie back his Heisman.
Give him back his Heisman.
I'm like, everybody knew the fucking Pony Express. That man had a fucking car, a golden fucking car. Fuck Eric Dickerson. He ain't get. Fuck everybody though. Y'all been giving money under the table, but now that everybody has now it's law that they can get paid. It's no use to not give this man his Heisman. It's not like we gonna fucking forget.
Now you have to. Your boosters have to be rich, because if you want, let's say, a good quarterback, or you want a good running back or linebacker or whatever to come to your school, they're gonna want top dollar.
Go watch the program.
All Texas schools, Texas A&M and Texas got the richest boosters. Watch for SMU; they got rich boosters too.
Shouldn't they get paid though? Because I made the point just a minute ago.
Listen, I don't think they should get paid millions. I think get paid enough to survive in your 4 years of college, and maybe get
if I have a serious
a percentage of your jersey or something like that. Yes, but these guys are getting paid millions and millions of dollars. Just to go to the school.
Some people are just college athletes.
Because guess what?
Like Tim, let me put it this way. Y'all gonna hate me, but Tim Tebow peaked in college. Fuck, he peaked in college. And I'm just saying you what it is. He's a great college star.
Yes.
He was a great college star.
Yes.
And he would deserve millions. There's some people who deserve millions when they're in college.
To see him, to see exactly what he was going to do on the field. So if people are coming to see me, and let's just put everything in the vacuum. Let's rewind the hands of time just for a minute and go back to 02, 03, 04, 05.
Think about Charlie
this video game.
Yeah, I don't see that. I see the people. Games. I see the people supporting the school, not the players.
No,
the same person is going to come back 4 years later after Tim Tebow is gone if they support the school.
Oh no, Florida went down at the Tebow and them murders went away.
Tim Tebow is a god in Florida.
No, I'm just using Tim Tebow as an example. But even let's say Adrian Peterson or something like that in Oklahoma. When Adrian Peterson was there, I'm sure his popularity might have brought a little bit more people to the stadium. But those diehard college fans are diehard college fans. Whoever's running the ball, whoever's catching the ball, they're going to go regardless. They're still going to spend the same amount of money.
Think about Reggie Bush as we talk about Reggie Bush. USC wasn't the same when Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart. Everybody was watching USC. Now you could barely get them on TV.
I'll confess.
Let's do it in California.
I still look. I look at college football looking to expect a player like Reggie Bush's caliber, like his talent. Like when Reggie was in his prime, 05 Reggie, that dude was box office. I would sit here. I didn't care. I still to this day do not like USC. but I would sit there and watch that game because how electric he was.
Do.
And I mean, I continue to watch that. I watch college, hoping for that kind of talent, and I'm not trying to, crap on everybody else, but nobody was that electric. Well, I gotta sit here and watch everything.
I got another
but don't a dude like Reggie Bush get a full scholarship, so all of his shit is paid anyway?
Come on, man. We know the full scholarship was bullshit. Because I think most kids should get free scholarships anyway. I mean, the school should be fucking free anyway. Fuck, ain't like you guaranteed to get shit after you graduate. So
you're not gonna graduate within that time frame anyway.
Look, they used to use that shit as free labor. 4 years. Look, let's think about that. They use that for free labor. Well, at least you got a fucking scholarship. So I got to do 2 a days, 3 a days, still study and do all this shit. And
no, you don't have to. You don't have to. You choose to.
I'm just saying.
Being a football player, you choose to play football. You don't go in there. You're not forced to play football.
Think about this. If I'm talented enough to make the NFL, if I got Reggie Bush type talent, only way I can make it to the NFL faster is to go through college. Because if you go the underground route and all that shit, you might not get noticed. The fastest way you go is through college. So what they will do is say, hey, we got a free scholarship for you. That's it. And while they're making millions and billions of dollars off your back, getting new buildings off your back. And you can't give me at least $1 million and you building new buildings and get new eyes on your school and shit. That's bullshit.
That day is done now because we have a lot of other avenues in place now. So you kind of had to, because every sports has a season, right? So you have your you have your football in the fall and winter, then basketball pretty much comes up with the spring, and then you have your baseball that kind of takes over your summer. Well, now guess what? We have all these other avenues. Now we have the supplemental draft. So, when I miss the draft, now, I can necessarily still build my craft, work on my craft, and I can walk into that situation. You have the XFL coming. You have the USFL coming. You have in basketball case.
The USFL is here. It's just that it's boring as shit.
Yeah. I'm just saying you have these other avenues now. So it's not like you're not getting exposure.
Boring as shit.
Let's say that you are diamond in the rough. Kind of with the situation, this kid that I'm thinking of that played quarterback for the Houston team in XFL before the XFL ran into that issue.
I'm talking about PJ
Walker. He came into the situation. He walked into Carolina, and Carolina loved that dude. I mean,
but you talking about straight out of high school. What he said, you don't have to do it. So what person straight out of high school gonna do that? A high school body can't handle.
You only got so many roster spots. It's easy to get discouraged. So you walking there, it's going to be a competition.
You can't have a high school kid go up against grown men. So that's why they say they have to go through college. So why not let them kids get paid through college? Some people might not make.
I'm not saying not to get paid. I'm just saying not millions of dollars.
Some people deserve millions of dollars. If you you on every ESPN, you on every magazine, you deserve millions of dollars in college.
Nope.
That's exposure.
You're the best in your sport.
That's likely this right there.
I'll put it this way. Think about this.
It should be play for pay.
That's what it should be. I'm for it.
Just because they say you're number one doesn't mean you're going to come into college and be the number one.
My face is on every billboard. My face is on the side of your college. I'm on every ESPN.
When you sign the contract to go to that college, you give up those rights.
No, with our NIL deals,
not necessarily.
I don't have to. I can get paid millions of dollars from Lamborghini. You like the dude from Texas, the running back in Texas getting picked up by Lamborghini. If Lamborghini wants to offer me millions of dollars, who am I to turn them down? Oh, that's not fair to other kids.
Especially when you young and somebody throw this bag of money and say, do something you love. Oh, rewind the hands of time again. Let's just bring it back to a 19-year-old version of yourself. And they say, here.
You ain't turn that down, Jay.
Back then.
You ain't turn that money down, Jay.
Back in my day, like I said, you didn't get paid back in my day. You know what I'm saying? Back in my day, when I would have graduated high school, it would have been underneath the table type shit. But they weren't trying to give no millions of dollars.
We just saying if the rules for the day applied then, you would have took that money.
Let's put it in modern day. Put it in modern day today. I'm a huge Nike enthusiast. I promise you, 19-year-old me, and as much head smarts I have, if somebody was to walk up, if one of their spokesmen was to walk up and say, "Here, Eric, here's $1 million to wear our things, to do what you love," and I love basketball.
Yeah, man.
Say, I was able to play basketball and start or be in that program for 3 years. Dude, where do I sign? If I gotta sit here in this institution for 2-3 years and they're gonna hand me
get paid
X millions of dollars and I love it, oh, dude, I'm not working a day in my life because I already love it. I'm already doing it.
These players before the NIL deals, these people were broke as shit. They can't get a job. You couldn't get a job. You couldn't do none of this shit, and you just walking around broke while everybody else profiting off you. So
when you are an athlete. You can't do that.
I'm not saying not to give them any money. I'm just saying $1 million is ridiculous.
Now, there you go, Jay. You are a top athlete, and then you suffer a serious career injury in college. Now you set for life. You don't need the NFL no more. You set for life.
If you're smart, you have insurance on yourself anyway.
Yeah, I'm just saying, them insurances shit that don't kick in all the way, man.
So, I mean, I don't know what it is on the athlete side.
But like $1 million, okay, you get $1 million in insurance, right? But if somebody offered me 10, 15 million, now I got on top of that 1 million, I got another 10 million coming from my NIL deals. Now I'm set. Now I can create a business. I can do whatever I want. I don't need the NFL. I can grow economically.
We're talking about the society today. Everybody's putting that shit in their teeth.
Well, that's fine.
Putting a tattoo on their face.
Money, but at least you made the money because you earned that. It's not like they just, they just give it.
Like I said, I don't think it should be that much. I don't think it should be millions and millions of dollars for you to go to college. What about
these NFL busts who get millions of dollars and they suck ass? I'm just saying, and they suck ass. You don't complain about that.
This might change the conversation a little bit, but I think it kind of rewinds back to when LeBron first got in the NBA. Now, not everybody's going to be that smart. Now, everybody's made like he was made because he was a young man without a father figure who had all his money thrown at him, and he had to rely on his mother for the mind frame and say, you know what, this is how I got to move. Now I can bring my boys up and my boys can learn the game and we going to change the game. So I can't speak to, putting the money all in your teeth and all on your face and whatever. But I kind of see it as them building their character. Because when you going out there, you're not going as your first name, last name, you the person. No, you're going out there as the athlete because people are sitting here supporting this particular institution, and they're burning their money. They're gonna be like, you know what? Well, guess what? I'm paying for winners. I want to see winners. And we was talking about it last week. We was up there mocking the dude. I want winners. Yeah. You can't sit here and say that you don't have that mentality. So I can't speak on that. But when they build that character of themselves or this caricature, say, you know what? If this is what I gotta do, I gotta do that. However, what LeBron said, you know what? I changed the game. I know what I want to do in the future, and he stuck with it, and he won, and I'm happy for LeBron. Like that's why I'm kind of in between when I defend LeBron. I'm like, people sit here and say, "Oh, you're just this guy's apologist." No, I'm not his apologist, but I look at LeBron, the person first. Then I get to the athlete, and that's any conversation. I'm sorry, that's just the way I look at it.
Depends on what we talking about. We talking about sports. He's a pussy in sports, but he's a great man.
I look at him first. Then I get to the.
He's a pussy in sports, but he's good outside of sports.
Not even top five.
And have every argument that you want about it.
He's a big pussy in sports. I'll say it.
You can say that. But guess what? We're not going to sit here and ignore that this man made 8 straight finals appearances. We're not sitting here ignoring that. Like, I don't care if he lost them all. But sit here and say that you can make 8 straight championship runs out of a team of 30 or a team of 32.
So that makes
Eric, who was in the fucking
because
Eric?
If he made
lost
8, that still wasn't great.
It was his matter. He really had to beat one team, bro. He beat one team. And he got to the final 8 times, bro. What happened when he went to the West?
He's great like Jim Kelly from Buffalo.
I'm just being real.
Straight times.
Think about it. What happened when he went to the West? He didn't make the he didn't even make the playoffs one year. He had the bubble championship, and then he didn't make the playoffs. He got bounced out the play-in, and he got bounced out again, and he ain't make the playoffs again. So it's proving me right that it's like this. When he got tougher competition, that's what it is. The East was a cakewalk until now. The East just started getting better. The East was a cakewalk.
Those 8 straight championships ain't got nothing to do with how he came into the season,
if you got any kind of talent, think about the Miami Heat teams. They counted in that, right? Aren't they counted in that 8 straight when he went to?
Yeah. They counted.
They counted. They were the most talented team in the NBA. They had nobody in the East. Name the team they beat in the fucking Eastern Conference Finals.
Did they make the Eastern Conference Finals?
I'm just saying, think about the teams they played in the Eastern Conference Finals. I think one of the times they played the fucking Pacers with young ass Paul George. Another time I think they played the young ass Celtics when he on his way out. When he had the fucking Jason Tatum first year and shit, he played him. It was like he was playing teams he knew he could beat. The 8 straight to me was like 8 straight. It just okay. He went to 8 straight, but he's supposed to. If you the king, the GOAT, as some people call him, you supposed to in that weak ass East. Anything else?
I don't know.
And my team is in the East. It was weak.
I'm not sitting here and saying that, okay, he didn't fall fumble. He didn't die trying. But
I'm putting it this way. When the
I'm not going to sit there and ignore that. We're not going to just walk past
he had that cakewalk. When that last bit of that piston died.
We're not. But you gave me 2 different teams, though. So there was a constant in that. The constant in there was LeBron teams were there. So that's telling me that the power did shift.
We can see this. When he left, stacked his teams, Eric. Let's be real. He stacked his teams.
Okay.
So each time it's not like it was this. Only one I give him credit for is that when he beat us in there, when it was just him and a bunch of bums. The only one I really give him credit for, I can say that's LeBron all the way. The Heat,
we'll give him credit.
He had 3. It was him. Them 3 there was like the top of the game. And then he went to the Cavaliers. You had Kyrie Irving who was balling. It's not, and he had Kevin Love and all these other people there. So it wasn't just him by himself.
We can keep it a buck, but at the same time,
I hate when people do that.
Are you gonna sit there and say, let's say if the culture was into place, let's use Cleveland as the example. Cleveland, what is not known for, all the life altering saying, you guess what? It's a championship culture. They didn't win a championship for 50 some odd years. And I can't talk because my team is young and haven't had championship experiences. However, you're going to sit here and say that I'm this top tier talent. And let's just say I was in a position where I could get the most money and go to Cleveland and be like, you know what? At least you'll get the money. You'll get the money and you get the opportunity to play in this less competition. If LeBron wasn't there and saying, I could guarantee you will be in a championship and saying, I guarantee you have a ring, you want to sit here and say, I'm not going to go for that? You're going to be like, you know what? Nah, bro, let me go my own way. Hell no. I'm going to sit here and say, guess what? If I got a chance to get my name etched into the history books and have a ring and no one can take it away,
that's not my argument.
There.
My argument is it's not like he handpicked teams that were trash because he saw that Kyrie Irving was coming. He knew they had the number 1 pick at that time, and he traded fucking Andrew Wiggins' ass to get Kevin Love. So people knew it's not like he went there and the cabinet was bare. That's what I'm trying to tell people. He didn't go into a bare cabinet. Now, if he did what Kevin Durant did, him and them went to a fucking bare cabinet with the Nets because they had to bear it to get them. Fine. Now they rebuilding it, and he got a bare cabinet coach. It's not like he just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go. Who was the worst team at the time? I'm gonna go to the Charlotte Bobcats. Yep, go to Charlotte Bobcats. You don't see LeBron doing that. It's not like I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna find out in the next phase of his career.
Because he said he gonna end the run.
I'm gonna go. I'm even throw my team on the bus. Fuck it. I'm gonna go to the Pistons and win. You ain't see him do that shit.
Use the Pistons. Let's use the Pistons. But the Pistons right now, their culture is already built for winning. It's been built on winning.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, he might do it now. He might do it now. He might be like, yeah, I swear to God, I would not be a Pistons fan if they pick up LeBron James. because he go kill the culture.
Oh, you
He
capping?
kills every culture.
Oh, you capping?
Oh, I'm not capping.
Oh,
I would turn in all this pistol shit would go. Because you know what? I might get one championship, but then after he leaves, I'm gonna be back.
No, you won't, because he'll be
back
gone.
to square fucking one.
That's a bullshit argument. And that would be like when the Mets got Tom Glavine.
I'm good.
Fuck Tom Glavine. But you know what? I'm
not about to sit through another team.
But I still root for it's the team that you root for, not for one person.
No. That's how much I despise LeBron James. You pick up the person I despise. Fuck that. Nope, done.
And,
Fuck it, I'm done.
Sorry, no.
You can say I'm sorry all you want, because I'm not about to sit through 10 years of shit because he came there for 1 year of happiness. Think about the Lakers. That's what happened.
Jason, if he went to the Knicks, will you disown the Knicks?
I mean, I hardly watch them now because of ownership. My beef is ownership. My beef wouldn't be with players. If he came to New York, I mean, can't fuck it up any worse than it already is.
That's
you know what I'm saying? You really can't. But
I lived through Stan Van Gundy. You got to realize, I lived through the Stan Van Gundy era. I can't live through another one of them fucking eras. We get these old washed up players, and then nobody wants the old washed up players, and then now I got to go back to the lottery when my team right now is trying to come up slowly. I can't go through that shit again. I ain't got enough age in me. I'll just root for the Pelicans for the home team.
You should, because they got a nice draft pick this year.
That's what I'm saying. I don't hate the Pelicans. I tell people I don't hate the Pelicans. I always root for New Orleans team. But I'm like this: the Pistons pick up LeBron James. I'm like, fuck that. That's all I'm gonna say.
So I don't see you know, LeBron got a lot of sway, and he's gonna bring his partner with him. He's gonna bring Rich Paul in the game. So Rich Paul, he's the top sports agent now, and that's because LeBron said, you know what, I'm gonna put you in a position to win. So he'll go to that culture, and it won't work for the mere fact that y'all already built for the future going forward 10, 15 years or 10, 12 years down the line. And let's just say LeBron is in a position, and they're going to sit here and sway, well, LeBron ain't going to come unless y'all switch this up. And Detroit got the balls to say it because they got legends in the game. They're saying, guess what? This is our culture. This is Piston basketball culture. It's not changing. I don't care who you are. You can sit here and be the logo himself. If it don't equate to what we're going to have, what we want and where we see ourselves in the future and building this championship culture, you get on with yourself. See you. Bye.
I think the Lakers are stuck with him unless they trade his ass.
Yeah, I'm just putting
they should trade him.
Think about it. Every team he been on, they died. And then they start like the Cavaliers died twice. They died. He went to Miami. They died. He went back to Cleveland. He killed them again. They just start getting back. He just start getting back. Now you with the Lakers.
Now you take one of the elite teams in basketball and you killed them.
They're dead. The Lakers are dead. Bow. They shot him. He shot him. He's over. That's why I say he is
Lakers, baby.
He's a fucking franchise killer. They got some people who coach killers. He come to your shit, he kills your franchise because he got too much sway. I'm just saying.
I'm not ready to say that. I'm not ready to say he killed the Lakers for the mere fact
they did, Eric.
Okay. I'm not ready to say that. I'm not ready to say that.
No,
I'm not a Lakers fan.
You cannot advocate for that.
At least for the next 5 years, the Lakers are dead.
They're dead.
I'm not ready to say
that. They got no
pick.
draft picks.
Y'all took the 8th pick. You took the 8th pick. The 8th pick.
Nobody wants those heavy contracts. They're stuck.
Who's going to trade for Russell Westbrook? Who's going to trade for Anthony Davis who can't stay healthy? Who's going to trade for LeBron James? They know that he might not stay. Who's going to trade him?
You might get one team out there that might want LeBron, but he'd probably be the only person they could get rid of.
You can't get rid of nobody else.
The other side of the coin is
okay.
Y'all saying that, but we're not looking at teams that's bad right now and who has room to say, you know what, let's take that shot. And well, I'm saying this with OKC in mind. OKC in mind.
They're not taking Westbrook back.
Oh no,
No, it's not about moving Westbrook because Westbrook, I think he's going to stay in LA. This is me personally. I honestly think OKC is going to be like, you know what? Let's go ahead and take the shot because we're stacked with a bunch of picks. We're stacked to build for the future. Let's make a move that'll kind of shake up the whole.
And get who? And get who?
Let's just say, okay, we're in a position to say LeBron said he's on record saying, I want my career to end playing with my son. Okay, well, let's see what his son is. Okay, let's go ahead and take the pick. Let's get LeBron Jr. in here. We're gonna get LeBron. We're gonna build our fan base back up and give the Lakers.
Man, LeBron ain't going
and
to
then release both of those bums.
LeBron gonna angle it till his son go to a big market. Watch. You can see it right now.
His son better get better because he's not too impressive.
At 5:47, 6:47 Eastern on May 20th. You can say Mo Young said this. LeBron is gonna make sure his son go to a big market team. He will not be in OKC.
But LeBron built his brand being in a small market
that
team.
Was his hometown different.
No,
hometown kid different.
But
nobody like OKC.
Bronny is not like LeBron.
He built his brand in Miami. Come on.
Bronny is not like LeBron. The skill set is different. You know, it's saying his father has got skills. I've watched the kid play a couple of games, and I don't think he could he make the NBA? Anybody can make the NBA if you can shoot. But is he going to be nice? I really don't think so.
Bryce is the one that's going to be nice. He's the LaMelo Ball of that family. Is Bryce. Nobody's talking about Bryce, but Bryce is better than Bronny was at that age. the youngest one.
So
is
you're going to waste
the
pick to bring in LeBron James.
Yes, somebody will do it. Yes.
I think somebody will do it.
Somebody will do it.
His son is a junior. He's a junior. So that's 3 years away? So that's 3 more years of Lakers debt.
No, I think it's 2. So it's this season, the season after next, because LeBron is in his last year. If he decides to extend or not, we'll see what happens.
Lakers should say no thanks.
Yes, they should.
They should say no.
Personally, I don't see the depth of the Lakers. That's just me, and I'm not a Lakers fan.
They're dead, Eric. They're dead, Eric. They have no draft picks, Eric.
And they're old, man.
No young people, Eric. They're dead. If they don't win with the squad they have now, they are dead. They can't get better. You know what would have helped them? That number 8 draft pick. You know that would have fucking helped them. It would have fucking helped.
I told y'all the moment that the Lakers season was over, I was already looking forward to that. I already knew it was top 10.
Their only hope is Zach LaVine. I'm gonna put it this way: Zach LaVine is the only hope. If he decides to do a sign and trade with the Lakers, that's the only hope they got. Because they smoke about that he's gonna do that. That's their only hope. They hope rests on Zach LaVine's injured shoulders because he's always injured. That's another always injured player. So you missed out on DeRozan. You could have had him. You missed out on Buddy Hill. You could have had him. You know, your best bet now is to go all in and try to tamper with the LeBron tamper with LaVine. And then you'll have a young star. He's not a superstar. He's a young star that can help you. That's it. The Lakers are dead if they don't get Zach LaVine. They're dead. There's nobody coming to that shit.
You still got to stay healthy. If AD can't stay healthy, I don't give a fuck who you bring in. Exactly. He's a big piece of that offense. He's a big piece of that team, and he can't stay on the floor. LeBron, I'm sorry, LeBron isn't Mike. LeBron doesn't have that I'm taking over the game mentality like Kobe had, like Larry Bird had. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't. So he can't. If you don't have the pieces around LeBron, they ain't gonna do good. They're not.
I'm just like this. Eric, I know you're trying to advocate for the Lakers because your brother Mike is a big Lakers fan, and you don't want no trouble with
I take all the smoke with my brother.
I'm gonna tell you like this, and you could tell Mike, and you could tell Dominic this: they fucking dead. My Pistons been in the graveyard for about 8 years.
Damn, you even spouted them out.
And I know dead. They are fucking dead.
5 years, pal.
They're not.
Hey, if you
Look, they tuning up the upper room. They singing the upper room like they going to the upper room. They tuning it up. Look, the fat lady is singing.
That bitch been singing.
Yeah, I'm about to say she's been singing.
Oh man, she's in the middle of her solo right now. And then you talk about LeBron is their biggest star. LeBron is their biggest star, and he's a fucking year older than me. He's fucking 30. He's 38 because his birthday is in 80. He's in 84. So
and it's not a young 38 either. Look at the miles of that body's been through.
But
I mean, don't get me wrong. The dude is in good condition. The dude is in good condition. I just don't. He don't have that
every year.
He don't have that extra gear in him to take over a game.
But Jay, every year since he turned 36, he's been hurt. 37, he's been hurt. 38,
because he's been having to carry the heavy load for these end of the year stretches. I mean, you're not gonna recover. And I can speak this
the Lakers are dead, man.
It's because the players that you brought in have failed you. Westbrook didn't do shit. AD didn't do shit. Carmelo didn't do shit.
Because they old. You just name people who old.
But I'm saying that's who he brought in.
Yeah, they old. Look,
that's who he brought in. When he should have been looking at you.
LeBron and fucking Carmelo came out the same year we graduated high school.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Hey.
Come on. We've been through too much. I'm like, we think about what high school, graduating high school, us till now. How much experience we went through till now.
Until now.
That's what you trying to carry to the next all in miles. Cause I know my knees ain't like my 17, 18-year-old knees now.
No, sir. No.
You trying to tell me them old AARP, as he kept showing his card, AARP people, the YMCA crew, as they call it, the Y. You think over 50 league? You think they could carry 82 games? 82 games with them?
Of course not. No.
They dead. And I tell people one thing about sports: you will always win in the end.
They're gonna be they're just gonna be signing a lot of 10-day contracts.
Yep.
He killed them. And Lakers fans, I love it because when I told them this would happen, that's why I said I'm gonna start calling myself the shot caller. I said, as soon as they got LeBron, I said, y'all might even win one championship, but he gonna kill y'all franchise.
Well, I mean,
welcome. I hate being right, but I'm right. He killed it.
It pains me because the Lakers are known for usually building their talent and saying, you know what, we built through the years.
Buying their talent?
Well, no, they kind of built it because when they had their last
homegrown talent they had, Kobe. I can give them is Kobe Bryant. It's the only homegrown talent they drafted, really. Everybody else they bought. Kareem, they didn't bought him. They bought Kareem. They got him from another team.
No, but they drafted Magic.
They drafted
Magic. They drafted Worthy.
Magic and Kobe. Yeah. Everybody else came from somebody.
No, because didn't they draft Worthy too?
They drafted Worthy. They drafted Byron Scott.
Yeah.
No, they didn't draft Byron Scott. Byron Scott came from somebody else.
I know Worthy came to them.
Worthy was drafted by the Lakers.
By them.
They don't build their talent though. Think about this. Wilt was bought.
Yeah.
Like most of their big names were bought in. That's what they do.
Dr. Buss?
I'm
sorry, Jerry West.
Jerry West? You talking about Jerry West?
Yes, sir.
Yes, he was in there. But I'm saying most of their big names, the ones that they meant when they win their championships, they bring other people in.
But that as an organization, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yes, they're not like a homegrown, like I'm a grown. Like they had if they would have went through the path that they had, they would have a championship team right now.
We agree. We agree on that. Absolutely.
Listen,
They don't.
What
they can't.
fucked up the fucking Lakers is Jeannie Buss. She don't know what the fuck she's doing. Another
rolling
owner
over in
that's
his grave.
garbage.
Jerry Buss is rolling over in his grave right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jerry Buss would have been like, "This is some bullshit. We're not
no,
bringing in old ass
he
Carmelo."
would have never gave into all this LeBron shit. He would have
no,
been like, I want this player, I
Exactly.
want this player, I want this player.
Because
Yes.
basically
He said,
it was
LeBron,
that.
you
When
buy
LeBron,
in and get the fuck out. That's what
when
he
they
that's
knew
what
LeBron was coming, they was like, LeBron, what do you want? And LeBron wanted AD. Well, the key thing with us and AD, well, guess what? I want the King's ransom. You got a bunch of young core talent. Like, these guys are going to take off in a number of years. Give it 2 to 4 years. These people are going to be there. They're going to be solidified stars, all-stars, possible superstars. And we held the King's ransom for this one guy.
Man, Jerry Buss would have said, "Fuck
even
no."
go this far and say AD is a once-in-a-generation type of talent. But guess what? He couldn't stay healthy in college when he won that championship there. He couldn't stay healthy when he was the man here. And said, guess what? Be the guy, win my franchise this
Yeah, Doc or off.
Couldn't stay healthy then. And guess what? You still want him, and you're willing to give me 1, 2, 3, 4 young talent?
That was not even the best deal, though. Doc, that wasn't even the best deal. Fuck Dale Demps because he fucked it up. Because they could have got Kuzma and all those players and those picks still. He turned it down. They could have had Kuzma in the deal too. They was going to give them anything they wanted. He said, we'll give you Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball, Julius Randle. They gave him everybody the first deal.
I take it.
And you know what Dale Demps did? He said, no, we're going to try to make this AD thing work. So when they came back to the table, they took Kuzma off. Because Kuzma went off that year.
Boy, and that's where he lost his job at.
So that's how he lost his job.
Don't even worry about it. Don't pack your bags. I'm gonna express mail this to you in a huge box because you ain't coming back. The locks don't work. Your code don't work. You don't have credentials here no more, brother.
Man,
you out the door.
And then imagine this. And even if Kuzma and none of them worked, you could have flipped Kuzma for another pick. And he could have been. Because at that time, that was Kuzma mania. Everybody like Kuzma was the next coming or whatever. They threw all that in there for AD. Dr. Buss wouldn't have went for that shit. Dr. Buss would have said, here's 2 first-round picks. Y'all take that shit or leave it.
Exactly.
And the Pelicans would have took that
take
shit,
your ball and go
AD
home.
would have been on there.
If Jerry Buss was there, he would have. If the AD shit didn't go through, he would have found a player equivalent or close to AD and brought him in.
Hell yeah.
He would add all the. Think about the
Absolutely.
Lakers would have kept that core of young players. Next year, they could have been doing something.
Hell yeah.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
But
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
We got another old bird that's trying to return.
Hold on. I came ready for this. Hold on.
Yes.
Perfect segue. I didn't even plan for that. I just went off and said, okay, we talk about old people. We might as well throw this old bird in here.
They're talking about maybe Seattle might and try to invite him in.
That's fine. That's fine.
He ain't gonna go to you.
Yes. That's I want my 10% because I'm the first one to call this motherfucking Captain Rooney. That's Cap Rooney. That is fucking Cap Rooney. You never saw Cap Rooney and Drew Brees in the same fucking place.
It's the same man.
That's the same dude. Look, and Jameis Winston is Willie Beeman. It's the same story. It's the same story. Look, Jameis shining. Jameis getting all these weapons. Oh, I think I will return now. Sit your old bum ass shoulder. Can't throw 5 yards ass down somewhere, man. Even if it was a joke.
Let the kid take my spotlight. You gonna sit here and let this kid take my spotlight?
Oh, he can win a championship?
No. I'm back.
Oh no.
Let's not go that far.
I'm just saying. Oh no, James got a shot at a championship. They building a championship team around James. They didn't do it around me. Oh no, I gotta come back.
I'm sorry, but how sad is it? How sad is it that Brady has the better arm than Brees?
He always had a better arm than Brees.
Absolutely, that's the point.
What's the difference? Brees had an arm. His arm went out about 2010, 2011. That's when his arm went after the 11th season.
It was after 11.
The 11th season was his best season. That's it. His arm went. And I said, 2000, I think it was like 2013 or 14, we need another quarterback. I think whatever year it was, I said this in the stadium, and I got laughed at. I said, man, we need to get Jameis Winston. I'm like, fuck. I didn't know he was going to end up coming to the Saints. But I'm like, we need somebody like Jameis Winston that can throw the ball down the field. I said that shit. And then now we get Jameis Winston, and here comes Drew Brees. Yeah, NBC didn't work out. I think I could throw it 6 yards this year. I could throw it 6 yards.
Yeah, but the Saints ain't going to be that dumb to bring him back in.
No, DA shut that shit down.
Well, here's something that's scary.
Let him go fuck somebody else's team up.
We still paying the motherfucker.
Oh no, we done paying him. He off the books.
After this year, his money come off the books. This is last year. I know he retired, but his dead money, because them 40 years went on this one. This 11 million is done after this year.
I thought he came off the books this year.
I thought he was clean. I thought he was clean and clear.
I thought he was
He's still on it. He's still taking on our dead money.
I must have read it wrong because
he's still on it. Technically, still on it for a little bit longer, and then we get off that 11 million.
Those picks, we got all our picks and the people that we picked up, and I believe we are
9 million
something under the cap.
9 million. It's 9.5. I checked it this day on Twitter. 9.5.
So my question is, with that money, you still have to sign your draft picks.
We signed them already.
Okay.
We didn't have a big draft class. We had
we go to Bradbury because we had to sign our picks.
We signed our picks already. That's 9 million over. Like,
okay.
Fuck that. We can sign, and now they trying to recruit Odell Beckham to come. I'm like, oh shit.
I'm like, oh Odell on that team on the Saints.
Yes. Shit. I'm like, oh shit.
Us in Arizona. You could go ahead and book February 2023. We'll be in Arizona.
Yeah, you with Odell Beckham.
I don't care about Green Bay. Woo! Somebody,
I don't care about them now. They trying to sign all the Louisiana kids.
I'm concerned. All of them. I'm not saying I'm scared. I'll just say I'm concerned.
I just need old Captain Rooney sit his ass down and get better at broadcasting. You done.
Even if he, let's say, unretires, it doesn't mean he's going to start.
Yeah, started.
If the coach turns around and starts him over Jameis Winston, then at the end of the season, not only will Drew Brees be off the books, your coach will be off the books.
I don't want him in the building because you got some of these people who think Drew Brees was Jesus. All he did was one fucking championship. He didn't win multiple championships. He's not on Tom Brady's level. They got people believing he's on Tom Brady's
level. There's not many quarterbacks on Tom Brady's level.
They got people who thinking he's like on Tom Brady's fucking level out here. And so if James make one mistake, put in Drew. That's what you don't need that shit to destroy the dude. Confidence.
You don't.
Drew Brees is a C+ player.
Nah, if we get injuries like last year.
Next to the Miz?
Understand? We get injuries like last year at the quarterback. Okay, when does a game until our quarterback come? I'll do this. We're gonna run the ball. I'll do that.
Can you hand the ball off?
Can you hand the ball off?
That's all you need to do.
We're going power eye, left, right. We're gonna do the Tennessee Titans offense. Left, right, up the middle. That's all we're doing.
Call for your blocking. Adjust how that comes when you get out the huddle. And the
max
ball
protection, max blocking, boom.
We're not doing no pass block. Look, Alvin Kamara is our fucking emergency quarterback. We're gonna let Alvin Kamara throw the ball
after 6 games.
He going to practice like he's not getting suspended.
I think he's honestly. I think he's only gonna get 4, man.
Dude, I think it's going down, but nobody's talking about it.
I just, you ever just have that feeling? And I also feel.
I'm telling y'all, it's 4.
Dude, I don't even think he's gonna be suspended, but like 2. I'm feeling 2.
I also think Watson, he might get a lot more than
might get 12. He might get 12.
He might get a year or 2.
Because the baseball suspended a year. The baseball fucked him up. Because when they did Trevor Bauer, now people saying, why y'all can't do like Trevor Bauer? And now they go fucking suspend him for the whole season. So Cleveland basically screwed themselves.
Oh my God! Speaking of stupid people,
thank God he didn't come here.
Backed up this truck to this man's house.
God.
I said this a couple of episodes ago. You wasn't even sure if this guy was available. I said that.
Bro, they talking about how they talking. I feel like this dude might be gone for at least. It's gonna be double digits. It's gonna be double. It's gonna be double digits.
It's gonna hurt.
So there goes a win on my schedule.
That's a win on our schedule too, Eric.
There you go.
So now I'll take it.
Because that's why they're not trying to give all Baker Mayfield because somebody offered them 2 third-round picks for him, and they ain't sent Baker Mayfield.
And they wasn't ready for it yet.
They didn't send it.
Listen, even if Baker plays, even if let's say they do suspend him for a year, and Baker comes on the field, do you really think he's going to play as hard as he can?
No.
Absolutely not.
I wouldn't even try to get hurt. If I saw somebody coming to me, I'm falling to the ground like, oh!
Exactly. Intentional grounding.
I'm just saying, but the way this is, man, Deshaun Watson screwed himself up. And look, next time you better do like Robert Kraft. You better go toward Robert Kraft did the same thing, and that shit went away. Because you know why? He went toward them Oriental spas where they ain't gonna fit on you. Where they ain't they ain't gonna snitch in them Oriental spas, man.
Hell no! Hell no!
You better look, Deshaun Watson. Go find you one in Cleveland. They not gonna snitch on you because they got them NDAs and that they don't snitch. Look, the camera magically disappeared. They had him on camera.
There you go.
Disappeared. It disappeared. And you hear no more about Robert Kraft in the massage parlor.
When you got money, he paid for that shit to go away.
Well, I'm sure he did.
Was stupid. All you had to do was pay off that one girl.
Yep.
Robert Kraft got enough money to destroy NFL films. It's not that it was the Patriots films. This dude destroyed the league's film.
I honestly think Kraft and Goodell or whatever.
It gotta be something, because this is the only time in NFL history. Now, how old is the NFL? 100 and what? I'm sorry. No, it is 100 and something. It's 100 and some odd years.
100 and like 2.
100 and something.
I think 100.
100.
Let's say 102. And in the 102-year history, you've never heard of film being destroyed until you got to the Patriots.
I'm just saying.
Somebody doing something.
His lawyers.
They caught motherfucking Tom Brady cheating. And they still let them keep the championship.
Yeah.
And got off.
And he got 4 games or 2 games or some bullshit like that.
He just throwing the phone. He said, snap. Threw his phone away.
Literally.
Think about this. And Tom Brady and them were so fucking stupid. When they were cheating, they would get their ass whooped. They won when they started running the ball. So the deflated balls didn't matter. So I'm just saying Deshaun Watson was dumb. The Browns are dumb for picking him up. And look, Drew Brees is available, Browns.
Well,
Drew Brees
he ain't going to Cleveland because Cleveland, they already paying $100 million to just the quarterback room by itself. Now,
they're
how they
available.
make that math work is beyond me.
Say, Eric, don't advocate. I don't need you to advocate right now. I need you to be with me. I need you to be with me. Cleveland, Drew Brees is available.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Throw it out there. If y'all got the money, go do it.
They got the money from somewhere.
On the wall until it stick.
Who else? Who else in the quarterback?
Listen, if he gets suspended for a year, there has to be some type of insurance on his contract.
His contract.
So they're going to recoup some money.
His contract is loaded on the back end.
Yeah, his contract this year is like $1 million.
Yes.
It's a cap number $1 million.
It don't matter if it's 1, 2.
So that's why a lot of women was upset at the Browns because it's like you trying to set up a rapist, basically. They're trying to set up in their words, not mine, quotes, a rapist, a sexual predator. You set them up so where he can keep all his money.
But yet the court has dismissed most of the cases.
Yeah. But bad news for Watson. They about to come on. They about to do like they might get Gayle King. They about to come on and tell their story.
Oh shit!
They about to tell their story on HBO.
Oh shit!
They gonna tell a story on HBO, and he about to get the whole year. Depends on what they say on this story. The dude gonna get a whole year.
Whole year plus. Could be more than a year.
Might be 2 years.
It might be something.
He gonna be trashed then. He in his prime now.
But his money is guaranteed.
Man.
So it don't matter.
I'm just saying.
His money's guaranteed.
Oh, man, I am so glad Cleveland did that. I don't have to be worrying about this. We would really be talking about Drew Brees coming back if we had Deshaun Watson. I guarantee you we'd be talking about.
We wouldn't have talked about it. We would have been talking about they already re-signed them.
Hell yeah. Woo! Thank you. Jameis is the answer. Drew Brees. You can call games on WWL. We'll listen to you on WWL in New Orleans. You're not getting on the field, buddy.
Hope not.
I'll be punching air. I'll punch air like hard. You don't understand.
They're gonna put a restraining order on your ass.
Listen, I never seen the Saints spend this much money or go after this many people. Never.
Drew Brees, there you go, pal.
Like, I'm just being real. I never seen my team go after all these people. I'll be damned if I have Drew Brees come here and screw this up for me.
Yeah, because they pretty much went into the formula of the LA Rams and they spent money. They said, fuck draft picks.
Well, we actually drafted people. The Rams didn't really draft.
You had 2 picks, though, right?
Yeah, we drafted 2 in the first round, 1 in the second round, 1 in the 5th, and 1 in the 6th. So we had 5 draft picks.
And I'll tell you right now, if they bring Odell Beckham in,
I'm sorry, it's over.
That wide receiver room is going to be outstanding.
We're 4 deep and 4.5 deep because I put together Deontay Harris and when Turkine Smith feel like playing, you can put them together. They're half.
Listen, you need punt returners and kick returners.
There'll be so many weapons.
That's why they got the honey badgers. That's why they got the honey badgers.
Listen, I would be over the moon if we get Odell Beckham, but he wouldn't be ready till November, and that's cool. Let him sign him.
Bench him, and that's it.
Come back in November to have all the people from New Orleans there.
Playoff time.
That. It's a difference with home. Man, that would be. And them players didn't come to play with Drew Brees. They seen a quarterback with a cannon. That's why they say we coming to New Orleans. They're not coming there when Drew Brees was there.
Well, that kid they drafted, he was there. You know what I'm saying? He had no other choice. He was drafted.
Yeah, I'm talking about Jarvis Landry. You know how many times Jarvis Landry went from Miami to Cleveland. He could have came to New Orleans a long time ago. But you know why he ain't come to New Orleans? Drew Brees was the quarterback. Like, I might not get the ball. I'm not gonna make the mistake Emmanuel Sanders made.
Yeah. We should be upset over the fact that we could have had Tom Brady. We had Tom Brady
Everybody in the NFL could have had Tom Brady. He went in the fourth round or sixth round or some shit.
No, we talking about before he went to Tampa.
Before he went to
New
Tampa.
Orleans was the team that was gonna get him, but Drew Brees, Diabolical, hate him. That's another one for the Hall of Fame. He said, "I'm coming back."
That situation turned out as he was going to go to San Francisco, and San Francisco said they was going to keep Jimmy G and F what you think. So Tom said, "Okay, since you want to keep this effing guy, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna go to the division that I know for sure. I'm gonna sit here and run for the next however long I decide to play." And he said, "Okay, let's give New Orleans a call." He gave us a call, and Drew was like, "I'm on the fence." And Tom was like, "Say, bro, I'll just slide right in there. I'm gonna be right there with Tom, with Coach Payton. Oh yeah, we're gonna be in that thing." And Drew said, "You know what? Let's give it one more chance. Let's give it one more shot, Coach." And Tom was like, "Oh, well, I can't do that
to the playoff.
This guy wants to come back." And
you'd have had Brady and Gronk.
We could have had Brady, Gronk with that team, with that defense.
With the defense
Super Bowl.
that we had.
That was Super Bowl. Drew Brees took the Super Bowl from us, man.
That was 2 years of Super Bowl appearances. That was 2 guaranteed years of Super Bowls.
That's a Super Bowl.
And he trying to take away your Super Bowl again this year.
Oh damn.
It's a Super Bowl.
Oh damn.
Drew Brees. I just want all of you Saints fans who love Drew Brees so much. He robbed us of 2 Super Bowls because we was going back to back with that team with Tom Brady.
Oh, definitely.
That was 2. That was 2.
He robbed me of 4 appearances.
So that brings
my total up
to 3.
Appearances in as many years.
It's just like this. I just want to say he did well 1 year. And that was a magical year in 2009, we won it in 2010, technically. You know, because the Super Bowl is in fucking February.
Right.
So, yeah. So, but it was 2009 season. It was a magical season. He had one, I'm going to say it, and people going to hate me, one fluke season. We won a fucking Super Bowl. I love it. I'm a fucking Saints fan. He choked. I'm not going to fucking, he's James Harden in the fucking playoffs. He finds a way to choke. He finds a way to
No. Harden has no heart. You tell me Drew Brees has no heart?
I know. I'm not talking about the heart. I'm just talking about he just got bad fucking. Oh, Chris Paul. There you go. Here we go. Chris Paul. He is fucking Chris Paul with 1 championship. That's
Tony Romo.
He's Chris Paul. No, he's not Tony Romo. He's Chris Paul. That's better. Okay, that feels better for you? He's Chris fucking Paul. Put it this way. He found a way to lose.
No, because CP3 is going to the Hall of Fame. You think Drew Brees is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He's the fucking #1 passing leader of all time. He is there until Tom Brady break it next year. He's there.
That could be the unfinished business.
No.
Tom already got those records.
Drew Brees statistically is the best quarterback of all time. You go statistics.
Yeah.
Statistically, the only thing that Drew got left is that he's the most accurate passer in NFL history. That's the only record that he has left that Tom hasn't passed up yet.
And he's not going to break that because
he ain't breaking that.
No, he's not going to break that.
Because Drew threw short passes almost his career, so he's not going to break that.
Anybody could throw 5 yards and be, oh my God, he was 30. He was 37 for 40.
Okay, I'll tell him this: Vikings game when Hail Mary, that wasn't his fault. He put us in position to do that. Cool. The Rams game, we still could have won that game after the no call.
Thank you. I was just going to say that they still had an opportunity to win that game.
If he didn't throw the ball in the first fucking place on first down to Michael Thomas, that fucking slant, and ran it, we could have ran time off the fucking clock. We could have fucking kicked the field goal to win the game, Super Bowl. We in there. But no,
Drew Brees is the bitch. He wasn't running the ball. He don't want to get hit.
Run the ball to Kamara. Give Kamara the fucking ball. That's what we got him for. Give him the fucking ball. First down.
But who calls the play?
The coach calls the plays.
But look, he can audible. Drew Brees has the fucking right to audible. Now I'm gonna pad my stats. That's what they do. I'm a Saints fan. That's what he does. He pads his stats. I'm gonna pad my stats, but throw it to Mike Thomas. Slant. He missed it by a fucking mile. So the clock is stopped.
I was in the building.
So he throws it again on second down.
So he got so much in his head over that occasion.
That's a questionable call that happened on third down.
So when that play happened, they literally ran passes right after that. Like they let the game go into overtime, and they was trying to, like they was playing to prove a point, like they was holding the middle finger to the referee.
And we had the ball.
You're not gonna call it. We're gonna force you to call this, and you still want to see.
Oh shit! LSU got him.
You got him. I'm just saying. Think about it. The Saints had the ball in overtime.
Call these bonehead plays. Not think. Let's get out.
We didn't hear half he said.
You froze for like half of your speech.
All we heard was bonehead plays.
So
I
get
got
your mind off of it and move forward.
And Nasty will say this.
No call.
And I'm saying Nasty is here. He'll probably be applauding. But yeah, the Saints had the ball in overtime.
Exactly.
Do you think they're gonna run the ball? No, we didn't run it. We threw it. And guess what? He throws an interception. Seals the game. Rams go to the ring Super Bowl ever. Yay, that's one.
David Akers kicked his old
How about
booming
the year
kick.
we played?
I swear that dude put all his leg into that kick.
Oh shit! LSU got Mo.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Now Mo got. But
he got.
He got.
But
I can remember that kick. That dude put all his leg into that kick. The only thing I remember, I can remember the echo of the kick. It was like, if you New Orleans, I'm sitting here watching it. I sat down the entire after that whole no call. I literally sat in my seat. I'm like, I'm all deflated. I'm like, say, bro, everything that's happening is despite itself. So I'm thinking that I'm sitting here watching it. Here's the pick. I said, oh, here's the game right here. I said, watch the Rams do some miraculous stuff. Like we're gonna miss a tackle, or we'll sit here and gang tackle. We're gonna take all 11 men to bring down this one guy, and before you know it, they sit here and they gain. I want to say 6, 8
they didn't
yards.
Want me to say what I had to say. They fucked over. I'm gonna say it, and I will go to the next year because I had a whole other year.
Saban got your ass.
I was saying they got me up and said, I'm gonna still say it. Against the Bears, he almost choked against the Bears. You guess who threw the longest pass in that game? Jameis fucking Winston. We won that game. We struggled with the fucking Bears. I'm like, start Jameis. Oh no, we can't bitch the great Drew Brees for Jameis. Okay, the Buccaneers game, we're up. Jared Cook fumbles. That wasn't. I think
even if Drew Brees came back and told them, "Yo, I want to play," they're gonna tell him, "No, we're not gonna play you." And I'm like, so don't even come back.
I'm just showing you how he choked in the playoffs. But people, Saints fans don't want to hear it. Jared Cook fumbled. Okay, that's not on him. Okay, he proceeds to throw 3 interceptions.
That's on him.
That's on
3.
Him.
We had turnovers
to end his career. 3. His last pass was an interception. So show me where besides 2009, he was just clutch quarterback. This is like Saints fans overrate Archie Manning. Archie Manning was a fucking bum. I'm gonna fucking say it. We didn't win with Archie Manning. All Archie Manning did was make Peyton Manning and fucking Eli Manning. That's all he fucking did.
New Orleans love him because he stayed. It was just like it was a bad relationship.
That's fine. That's fine, but you're not gonna tell me he was one of the great quarterbacks. People try to tell me that. Oh, he's this great. All he did was nothing Olivia Manning and gave 3 sons. That's all he fucking did.
Archie Manning is Tina Turner if Tina Turner stayed.
He became a bigger star when she left. But Archie didn't stay. Archie played somewhere else. Archie played for Houston. So he didn't stay. He ended up leaving.
He wound up leaving.
After he got beat up for so long, he left.
Hey.
He's still Tina Turner.
Woo! Older May. Come here, Older May.
People don't want to hear it. It is the truth. Saints fans, because I'm going to say it, our fucking organization wasn't the best. We tend to overrate the fuck out of people. Let's put it this way. Archie Manning overrated. His number don't need to be fucking retired. Unofficially retired. He didn't win shit. He didn't win shit.
But did he mean a lot to your franchise at that time?
Probably. But they didn't win shit.
At that time, not now, but I'm saying at that time.
He didn't win shit. We was the laughing stock of the league when he was the quarterback. I know he didn't have help. But if we're going to go by the numbers, he didn't win shit. So we can't overrate him to where you so we retire numbers if you lose now. That's what we're saying, right? That's what we do. That's what we're doing now.
Hey, if you all want to hand out participation trophies,
so that's like this. Look.
So what do you mean? You're saying that the Saints themselves retired his number?
Like it's unofficially retired. You never see anybody with 8, and you ain't gonna see anybody with 9. You see at least 9 won.
It's
one.
It's actually retired. So because when you look in the ring, if you look in the dome, that's one of the numbers that's there. 8 is there.
Yeah, so, but they don't. The thing is, they don't retire Saints numbers for the most part. The only one you don't see get worn is 8, because the equipment manager
the Jets have a Ring of Honor. So they take their best players and they retired their numbers in the Ring of Honor.
Like you look at them, you look at it. The Saints Ring of Honor, they don't have their numbers. They have their name and the years they played. Because Ricky Jackson number still being used, and he up there. Will Smith up there. I don't know why they overrated him because he got fucking shot. That's the only reason why he there, because he got fucking shot. I'm the realist. People gonna hate me for it. I don't care. He don't belong in the Ring of Honor.
That was brutal. That was brutal. I mean, I don't have the numbers to
like if Will Smith on that. Look, if Will Smith never get murdered, and there's a cloud of suspicion around that.
That's a whole
he never got murdered. I said, if he never got murdered, would he be in the Saints Ring of Honor? I don't even think Will Smith been to a Pro Bowl. How the fuck are you in the Ring of Honor?
They're honoring him because he got killed.
That's fine and dandy. He should be in my Ring of Honor up there. Wow. Put him in the Saints Hall of Fame. He ought to be in my Ring of Honor up there. That's for the pantheon of greats. That's your Ring of Honor supposed to be what you did on the field, not off the field. You can give him a statue outside and say, we're in honor of Will Smith. I am fine with that. When you start talking about Ring of Honor and years of service, what you did for the Saints, that's different.
Because they made that trophy, they made that statue for Steve Gleason, and the only thing Steve Gleason did was block a punt.
Block one punt in an important game. In one important game.
It was week 4. It was week 4. How many
first game back in the Superdome, though.
202. So that's way in 06. So that's Jesus.
I mean, you could give him a statue. You don't have to give him the Ring of Honor. Come on, how many people in the Jets Ring of Honor?
Oh, Lord.
They say the Jets Ring of Honor went there because they got killed or some other stuff.
No. The only person that I think is in the Ring of Honor is Fireman Ed.
Yes.
He don't belong there. His ass don't belong there.
He has to be in there. Because people reckon Fireman Ed has done more for the Jets organization than Will Smith have done for the Saints.
Oh,
and I don't fucking say
damn.
I will stand up
on it. And Fireman Ed didn't get paid for it.
I'm here for it. I'm standing on it. I said it with my chest.
He paid the Jets when he bought his ticket. So there you go.
Think about this. Who, like every time the draft came, we want to see Fireman Ed's reaction. He's a staple of the Jets. I'm like this. I don't mind Fireman Ed being up there.
No.
I don't mind that. Will Smith didn't earn that.
I'm just saying that you said you asked me who's in the Ring of Honor that probably shouldn't be in there, and that would
Fireman Ed is like y'all mascot unofficially.
Yeah.
Fuck, I thought he worked for the Jets for the longest. Shit, I thought he was with the Jets.
I was kind of happy this week to find out that fucking Bryce is related to Roger Craig.
Ooh. Okay.
That's a good bloodline to have in your body. I'll take it. If he runs like Roger Craig, I'll take it.
Yeah.
This is who in our Ring of Honor, man. Look, Will Smith with a head of Sam Mills.
That's a crime.
No, that's fucked up.
Sam Mills just went in this year in our Ring of Honor. Sam Mills just went in before. Come on, Martin Anderson. We went in before Martin Anderson. And Martin Anderson was our offense in the 90s.
For years.
He was our fucking offense.
In the 80s, that was it.
Will Smith was, I think, was the second person that went in. Second or third person that went in. I think it was Archie, and then of course Tom when he died, Tom Benson when he died. And then I think it was Will Smith. I'm like, he went ahead of Ricky Jackson and all the rest of these other people that was doing work. I'm just saying, we overrate people. Yes, it was sad. It was a tragedy that it had happened. But it should not be that like Bobby Fields, like New Orleans sports in general, like the Hornets. I know Bobby Fields died tragically, but you don't need to fucking retire his number, son. Like, he wasn't an all-star.
But here's the thing.
You can put his name in the Raptors. You don't retire the number.
He didn't die when we had the franchise. He died when Charlotte had the franchise.
So why are we overrating someone?
Let Charlotte keep those rights, and we keep the rights for the franchise. I mean, it's not that now because Charlotte got everything back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, why not keep everything in Charlotte? Kind of like what Seattle did. So when Seattle moved to OKC, Seattle said, F this, we're keeping everything. You can pick the team and you can name it whatever the F you want.
As we should have done with the Jazz. Ain't no damn Jazz in Utah.
And that's what we should have did. Like, I don't know why we get the shaft so many times. Like, we done lost 2 franchises in our history of basketball. Like, how the hell can we get our name back? What the hell Jazz is in Utah?
Y'all should be the Utah Mormons.
That you could put that says Jazz in Utah.
What the fuck is in Utah? I just want to know.
That's what I'm saying.
Mountains, motherfucker.
The mountains.
You can't take the colors. Because when we gave everything back to Charlotte, our original plan was saying, guess what? We'll go to Utah, and Utah say, bro, won't y'all think of something to name something that's unique to y'all area? The Utah said, no, since you gave us this franchise, we built stuff off of it. We've been to a championship. You haven't done piddly squat. So now you figure it out. We're going to keep your colors. Oh, so it's like that. Oh, okay. So don't come a-calling because now y'all going to be abysmal. So now y'all sitting here with 2 disgruntled franchise cornerstones and now nobody can get along with each other. You're going to sit here and have a pissing contest saying it's either him or it's me, and you're going to be sitting here with your stuff in your hand, and y'all still going to sit here and be like, woo!
Yes.
Utah really fucked you guys up because that's a fucked up name, the Pelicans.
Well, that's a state bird. It's the name of the state bird.
So, yeah, but still.
I mean, as far as basketball is concerned,
now they shortened it up and called it the Pels. It grows. At first, I was like, "What the fuck is a pelican?"
It's acquired. You really got to kind of acquire the taste for it. But at the same time, I would prefer
then we had
if
a
I
fucked
had
up
my
mascot. The first PL was fucked up. He looked like a chicken.
Whole makeover.
Listen, the first PL Pelican looked like a fucking chicken. He looked like a chicken, a scary chicken.
They gave the man a whole bandage in his face. He up there, they talk about, say, bro, he all right. He make the man seem like he was in the hospital for weeks. I mean, if I had my choice, I prefer having the Jazz over the Pelicans name.
Who the fuck?
Over time, it grows on you.
How many Jazz spots are in Utah?
I don't know. And then the thing about it, their whole the whole image that they have are the mountains. So why you can't think of something that's
ain't nothing jazzy about it?
Like, I'm not gonna sit here playing music on the top of a mountain.
Let me see what about to help you out, right?
That's what I was just about to say, Izzy. The fucking Utah yodelers.
What is Utah known for? Skiing. Y'all
The
gonna be the
Utes.
Utah skiers.
Y'all gonna be something else, but y'all gonna sit here and say, you know what?
Look, the
In hours,
things Utah
you're not
famous
getting
for.
it back.
Number one is Mormons. I say the Utah Mormons. Two, the
The
great
Utah polygamists.
they can, yep, the polygamists.
Oh my God.
Basketball. Look, here go another one. Beehives. They could be the Utah Beehives. The
Y'all be the real
Sundance music
Beehive.
festival. Strict alcohol laws. Sobers. The Utah sobers.
How about prohibition? There you go. Strict alcohol laws. Prohibition.
Prohibition. The
Who the
Utah
heck wants to
prohibition.
buy that jersey?
There's 9 things they're famous for, and all of them are boring. I'm just trying to help you out, Utah. Give us our name back. Y'all can be the Pelicans. Utah Pelicans. That'll work. I don't know. The Utah Snow Bunnies. I don't fucking know what you want to call yourself.
Their college team is the Utah Utes.
Utes. There you go.
Find another Native American person that's out there and name it something else. Rock climbers. The Utah rock climbers. That'll work
ever
for
be
you.
played for being that petty.
And like,
it doesn't fit you, Utah.
The Utah Jazz.
And that's why they ain't done shit since Stockton and Malone left.
Facts. Facts.
So I just got a question, Utah. Where's the birthplace of jazz? Hey, man, this is funny. We gonna help you out, Utah. Get you a new name. We want our name back. Look, and then when we wear the Mardi Gras jersey, we like we for the fucking Jazz.
Yeah.
But first of all, the Jazz then got these ugly colors now that they're brown and
they're black and orange
and orange and all this shit. That doesn't say anything jazzy about that.
They keep our colors, the Mardi Gras colors, but you change your alternate to black and orange and the skyline of what your area is. So you do all that, so you wouldn't go to think to say, you know what, maybe we should just change the name of the team and make it something that's more fitting to us in our area.
Hell yeah.
They're going by. It's been the Utah Jazz for so long.
Yeah, I'm like, but ain't shit there for them to change it to. What's in Utah besides polygamy and Mormons?
Snow.
They're lame.
Snow, if they're known for skiing.
Yeah, snow. The mountains.
Salt
Lake. Salt Lake City. A salty ass lake.
There you go. Just be
the
salt.
Utah Salties.
The Utah Salt.
That's another diabolical.
Isn't that the name of their female team?
Do they
Utah Salt?
I thought they had a female team.
They have a WNBA team?
I got me. Did.
I thought they did.
Well, they better hide them.
It doesn't matter.
Better hide them in Utah.
They probably married other people anyway.
Trying to marry everybody. That shit, I think that shit legal. But man, before we go, we need your picks for this series here: Celtics versus Heat. Man, it's a tough series. Good series.
It is a very tough series. So I came on the show a few weeks ago, and I was asked who I kind of liked out of the East. I rode with Miami, and I'm gonna stay with Miami. I mean, I didn't get a chance to watch yesterday's game, but I seen highlights of it, and it kind of seems that Jimmy Butler is forced to do everything.
Yeah.
So I kind of I want to ride with Miami for the mere fact that Jimmy does have to do everything, and for some strange reason, I've seen over the years Jimmy Butler
got blown out last night.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, the Celtics.
It looked like it was a tough night. I see Jimmy Butler making his team people around him better. So if you came in with this talent, he sits there and works with you. It's like iron sharpens iron. So I kind of see them bouncing back. I think it's going to go 7. even though the Celtics are a phenomenal defensive team, and I love what Jason Tatum is doing because he's taking off. He's kind of separating himself from being a star, all-star, to now superstar. However, I'm still going to ride with Miami. I'm not going to jump ship on Miami. I'm just going to ride with Miami. That's my take on it.
Jason Tatum is only a superstar when them other two players are playing.
I don't know. Tatum did his thing the first game, but just didn't have help.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jason Tatum single-handedly beat the shit out the Bucks that one game. I forgot that was game 4 or 5. He just went off. He went off. I'm not gonna shit on Jason Tatum, man. He's a superstar, man. He shocked the fuck out of me.
I don't know about.
That's why I'm going Celtics in this series because Celtics got more help.
You got to do it. You got to do it for more than 1 year to be a superstar.
I'm just saying he been doing it though consistently though. He been getting better every year. Every year, Jason Tatum. You got to think his rookie year, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. So he been winning. It's just that they got the right coach. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the Celtics, and I don't even know me saying this shit, being a Pistons fan, but Celtics. They got more help. Because I look at the box score from last night. 3 people from the Celtics scored in the 20s, and he had 1 at 19. And you look at the Heat, it's just Jimmy Butler and everybody else.
It's just Jimmy Butler.
I think Jimmy run out of gas in a 7-game series, and I think the Celtics take this one. I think the Celtics take it because they have more help. Just because they have more help. Where the fuck is Duncan Robinson? You paying him all this fucking money, and he give you 6 points.
That's a problem because what I see out of Miami, and it's not that it's a coaching error, it's just that he's that much of a liability. I had an argument earlier this week saying, if you're this tall, why are you that much of a liability? You're playing professional basketball.
Can't move his feet.
You can't. What's so hard about moving your feet? Even if you have 2 left feet and you are a terrible dancer, you should be able to manipulate your body to make someone alter a shot. You sit there and watch film. You were sitting here. If you're riding a bench, you see what a player tendency is.
Duncan Robinson been doing, riding the bench.
So why are you that much of a liability where you can't make a man alter his shot? If you see this guy just taking off from, I don't know, let's just say hypothetically, from 19 feet and pulling up and doing this, you're 6'7". You got some kind of length. You can't make this dude do this or make this dude do this instead of sitting here in your face.
By the time Duncan Robinson get there, the dude is at the goal.
Dude. I'm just telling you. Give me that height then. You wasting height. And you wasting money.
All Duncan Robinson can do is shoot, man. That's all he can do is shoot. He can't do nothing else.
You wasting a roster spot.
All he can do is shoot. 6'7". Eric, all he can do is shoot. He can't do nothing else.
Give me that 6'7" and give me 30% of that jump shot.
Dude got $90 million to sit the bench. He got $90 million.
Wow.
He is the new Gordon Hayward. Wow. You know what? That liability. One was a physical liability, and the other one just a liability. Who was the other one, man? Chandler Parsons. He's another Chandler Parsons. Got all that money. You never see him again.
Damn.
That's why I say I got to go Celtics, because when Marcus Smart came back, the whole shit changed. Because game 1, Marcus Smart or Al Horford wasn't there. Marcus Smart come back, drop 24, play defense. The Heat get blown out.
Man,
I'm like, they have more help.
No, they do, but I think you'd adjust for them not having Al Horford, because Al Horford, I think he's going to be out for at least 2 more games. Because we're in game 3. We're heading to game 3. So I think he's going to be out for at least 2 more games. So there'll be a reason for Miami to sit here and say, you know what, let's creep back into it. Let's get our home court advantage back because they're going to be down one of their guys. And we can adjust for with this guy coming back. And now that he's on film, we know his tendencies. I know that I can't put Strauss on this guy because he's going to have this dance on you and say, you know what, I got to put a big on him to alter what he does and what he brings on the offensive end. I can stop him offensively.
Oh, they just wait because Duncan Robinson played 14 minutes. We just go crazy when Duncan Robinson in the game. In 14 minutes, we're going to go crazy. We're going to blitz him out the building.
Exactly. He wasting the roster spot.
Oh, Jay and Izzy, who y'all got, man? Who you got? You wearing the green? Are you going what you wearing?
Yeah, they're stronger. Their defense is unstoppable, and Jimmy Butler can't do it by himself. He's not going to elevate the players around him are not going to elevate to the level they need to beat the Celtics. And believe me, I don't want to make this pick because I can't stand the Celtics.
Me either. It hurts me.
You know, but if you're looking at it from a sports vlogger, I gotta go with they're stronger. Their defense is a lot stronger, and like you said, they had 3 guys score over 20 and one almost. And you look at the stats for Jimmy Butler, for Miami, is Jimmy Butler did all the scoring, and you got little chippy chip shit from everybody else. If he had another guy that can score, that can at least help in the way that he helps, then the Heat would be a little bit more interesting to take. But their defense, they play good defense, and you got to play defense in the NBA.
Oh yeah, definitely. Are you gonna go with Doc?
I'm going with Doc.
No, Doc picked Heat.
I mean, no, I'm not going with Doc. I'm going with you. Where I'm going with the Celtics.
What I'm going to say is going to suck. If Kyle Lowry was healthy, I would say the Heat, but I can't. I think it does go the distance. I think it goes 7.
I don't.
Jimmy good for 3.
Yes.
Jimmy good to get 3.
Yes, but the Celtic, oh God,
I think he runs out of gas and
they're blowing them out the next game too.
I think the Celtics are the better team. So for me, the Celtics.
It hurts me to say that too.
It does.
Fucking hurts me to fucking say the Celtics. I can't stand that fucking leprechaun. I want to piss on it every time I see it. Like seriously, can't stand that fucking leprechaun.
I forgot his name.
Oh no,
Larry Bird.
Let's do something funny.
Red Auerbach.
What the fuck is that? Lucky the leprechaun? I guess I don't know.
I don't think it's Lucky.
I stand it. Being a fan, we can't stand the Celtics. That hate come from all the way from the 80s. We can't stand it, motherfuckers. And
I was a Knicks fan in the 80s, so yes.
Out of it.
Well, it is Lucky.
Huh.
It was. I was just playing when I said Lucky. That motherfucker named Lucky.
Fucking
Yeah,
Lucky
Lucky
Charms,
the
motherfucker.
Didn't you say your
hilarious.
sister was a fan?
Yeah. Yes. My sister loves the fucking Celtics. I don't know why. I said, how the fuck you pick the Celtics? Of all the fucking teams, you could have picked any other team but the motherfucking Celtics.
Utah Jazz.
You could have taken the Jazz.
Yeah, if you wanted to pick the most Caucasian team out there, Utah Jazz.
Yes.
Back in the 80s, though, it was Boston.
Yep.
The only brother they had was the Chief.
And Dennis Johnson.
And Dennis, what's his name?
And Dennis Johnson.
But he had freckles, so he was mulatto. He was half.
Oh.
And back in the 60s, all they had was Russell. Russell and KC Jones. It's only 2 of them. They had a 2 Negro limit. It was a 2 Negro limit. We can't have no more than 2.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they told them. But no, they had 3. They had Sam Jones, KC Jones, and fucking Bill Russell. It was 3. 3. We ain't gonna have no more than 3. Can't have you Negroes coming up here congregating up here in Boston.
Bring you out.
It's still like that now.
Hell yeah,
Ouch.
like that. That's why Kyrie Irving flipping them off.
But that's still like not the team, but Boston itself. It's still
Hey,
like
I
that. They
know.
only want 3 brothers on a
Boston.
block. That's it.
Fuck Boston. Blow
Man,
that city up too.
if everyone is saying it's true, it's fucking true, Boston. Stop, just own it.
Yep.
Like,
Y'all know who y'all are.
I mean, God, I couldn't be a player because I heard of some of
Please,
the stuff I heard.
y'all cussed out Paul Pierce. Y'all cussed out Kevin Garnett.
They actually had a story where someone broke into Bill's house.
Yes.
And how Bill almost get in trouble for it. Say, bro, how this
Boston.
man get his house broke into and he
Fuck
get in
Boston.
trouble for it. Come on now.
I said it.
They had
Fuck
they
Boston.
had that little nice squad though. Paul Pierce, Ray Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when she became a fan because that's the most Negroes they had on the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, you're probably right. That team right there with Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and them was probably the most
Man,
dark that you've seen that team.
You know what happened? They said 2 minutes. We gotta get Gordon Hayward. There's too many of them.
Wow.
This ain't the Celtics we know. Look, we don't do the chocolate Lucky Charms over here. That ain't the Celtics we know. I'm just telling that everybody I know who said they went to Boston said that's like one of the most racist cities you can go to is fucking Boston.
It is. That city's horrible. And I've been to Boston.
There's a lot of Latinos that live in Massachusetts. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe not in Boston, Worcester and shit like that. There's a lot of Latinos that are in Massachusetts.
Look, they asked me for my bachelor party. You would go to Boston or Vegas. I know you say you were a fucking Red
that's a
Sox fan.
no-brainer.
They say they want to go to Boston or Las Vegas. I say, man, is that even a fucking question?
Is that even close?
Are you kidding? Yeah.
I'm not going to Boston.
So looking at yourself,
I
you
want to
like
see the Green Monster.
Who would want to do that? I mean, I get why they asked you because you're a Red Sox fan.
I said
So,
Boston. I'm not
they
there
wanted
for
to
my
take you for your bachelor party
to
to see the Green Monster.
No, the better question is Vegas or Miami. Now that is a conundrum.
Then somebody threw in
That's a conundrum.
Vegas, Miami, and Atlanta. Then I say, okay, now I got a decision to make.
I still say Vegas.
I still go to Vegas.
I went Vegas, but I said, now I got a decision to make. See, make me have a decision to make. Don't make me up there in Austin.
Make a decision. Make a decision.
Austin. I said, man,
That wasn't a
see the Green
decision.
Monster?
That was automatic. They should have already knew before it came out of their mouth. Hey, Mo, you want to go to Boston or you want to go to Vegas? They should have already bought the tickets to Vegas.
I said, what? Look, I'm like, is this a real question? I had to ask him that in the group chat. This is a real question. Y'all don't know me. I need to get rid of all of y'all in my wedding party. Y'all don't fucking know me. I say, Nasty, you should do the answer already. You should say, you go pick Vegas. You gonna pick Vegas.
Come on,
dude.
Make it make sense.
I'm like, oh, hell no. I don't care how big of a Red Sox fan I am. I'm not going to pass up on Vegas to see a Green Monster and then get called the N-word somewhere.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
And then if you're at your bachelor party with a bunch of brothers and you're, you know what I'm saying, you're, let's say, at a club or something like that, next thing you know, big fight, big situation because you're in Boston. At least in Vegas, they don't care about the color. The only color they care about is the money.
Yep.
That's it.
What is it? They just say too many of y'all. The light skin ones can stay. I don't care if he's the groom. He got to get out of there. He got to get out of here.
And God help you if you're in Boston, you wear New York gear.
Yeah.
And he knows now. I did that once. I was in Boston at a bar with the first Mrs. B with my Mike Piazza jersey on. And I had so many people give me dirty looks. I'm like, Linda,
did they curse you out in the accent?
Yes. I'm like, Linda, let's go, because I'm going to fuck somebody up if I stay here. Or I'm going to get fucked up just because. One guy versus a lot of people, let's go.
Well, I would have smacked you too if you were wearing that whack-ass jersey.
We're not going to get started on this shit.
Oh my goodness.
Not part 2.
Part
Whatever.
2. Tune in.
Whatever.
Okay, we got one more series. The Mavs and the Warriors. The Warriors took the best of the Mavs. The game 1.
God, I'm rooting for
Well-
Dallas. I'm
Luka
rooting for
do it?
Dallas, but it's not going to happen.
Well, here's the thing. The Mavs have gone down. They've lost each game 1. And they've advanced so far. And the Warriors are the Warriors. I'm going to stay with the Warriors because I've been saying since last year when I said once Clay gets back, there's going to be hell to pay. And they steady proving me right. Here they are. Yeah, Game 6 Clay last series. You had the Warriors doing what they did before, and the Warriors have been taking off. So guess what? They might have lost that Gary Payton piece, but he might come back. I think it's possible he could get some time back if they advance. So I'm going to stay right there with Golden State with Steph. I'm sorry. I call him Wardell. His mama named him Wardell. I'm going to call him Wardell.
Wardell.
His
Dale
mama named
Jr.?
him Wardell.
I'm talking about
call
Dale
him
Jr.
Wardell. Yep. So I'm ride with the Warriors.
You going with Dale Curry Jr. Gotcha. Who you got, Jay?
Like Doc said, Dallas lost game 1.
Of every series.
You make fun of him saying that he's not a good coach, but he did prepare them for game 2 and so on. Jason Kidd, you got to give him props.
Yeah, I told him you got to prove it to me. This is prove it to me.
And he's been proving it because they lost game 1 of the first series and then they won. So on and so on.
Well, they went down 2-0 against the Suns.
I just think that those boys up in Golden State got too much firepower.
Okay.
I think that Luka can't do it alone. And if they disrupt him like they did in the first game, tonight's going to be a long night for Luka. So I'm going with the Warriors.
And he's battling an illness right now. So yeah.
Right, yeah, bad time to get sick, especially when you're the focus of that offense.
What you got is it 3 for the Warriors?
As much as I said, I'm rooting for Dallas. It's not going to happen. I think Warriors in 6.
Oh man, so I hate to be the one to go against the grain, but I'm going to do it. I believe that Dallas going to win this series. Because I'm put it this way, let me tell you, Memphis showed that they could be beat, and they could have still won that game 1, if they hit shots. They were wide open shots they were missing. I don't think those boys in Dallas going to miss too many of those shots. They can shoot. The boys in Dallas can shoot. And all they need to do is start shooting, and then because see, they can't double Luka if they're making shots. 1-on-1, he going to give Wiggins the business. Who else you going to put on him? You put Draymond Green on him, Draymond too slow. You're going to give Draymond the business. That's what happened with the Suns. I kept doubting the Mavs. I didn't think they were going to get this far. Jason Kidd, I'm going with you. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that you're a mediocre coach. There you go. Put your faith in him.
I mean, the fact that he took out 2 good teams, that should have been proof enough.
Like you said, somebody said earlier, it takes more than one season. Did you say that?
Yeah.
So this playoff run, prove me wrong. Prove me that you're a better coach than you were in Milwaukee and other places you were at. Prove me wrong, because I think they got the team that could beat the Warriors. And then they'll give me the series I really want to see, Boston, Dallas. That's it. Even though nobody wants to go to Boston.
Well,
nobody wants to go to Boston. They run to Miami, Dallas, or Miami.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Miami, Golden State.
And I'm not saying that it's structured that way. I'm just saying each time you see Miami go, they wind up playing Dallas. So if Miami's winning, then there's this comeback by Dallas, and Dallas got it figured out.
Golden State ain't going down to Dallas.
I'm just saying, I see something there. I'm like, if
you got
them
too many
dudes get
scorers
shot,
on Golden State.
but still, if before it went out haywire, because with Golden State, they are the Dallas Cowboys, the Yankees, the great front runners have you ever seen. LeBron James, look, great front runners. When they're in the front, oh yeah, you can't stop them. But when you get them their ass trouble, they go down like a sack of rocks. And Memphis had it. If Ja never got hurt, I swear to God, I think Memphis would be here right now. If Ja never got hurt.
They was executing offensively better, without Ja. I mean, I'm not saying they
needed him in that game. There was that game they needed him to close a closer. When they were up, and you remember they were up like 5 with like a minute or something to go, and they lost the lead. That's where Ja come in at. If you had Ja, they win that game. You win that game with Ja because you put the ball in his hand.
Well, you can't wait to see what Memphis bring, in the years coming with the healthy Ja and with the core that they have now. Because
if they didn't,
you can have Ja play hero ball in that situation. Because let's say Ja is there, but we need you for the second half. So let's say in the first half, okay, cool, you're out there and you give me a cool, easy 10. And then you get going in the second half where you could explode for like 20, 30, and you drop it, 40 pieces or whatever.
So that's why Golden State does.
Yeah, be the closer, and the ball, it will execute, while you're in the game, because people are going to be game planning for you, but the ball is going to move because we got these offensive pieces out here.
So my thing with Dallas, I think Luka is the most unguardable player left in the playoffs. So I go with the
This
star.
game is weird.
It's old
like
man.
he's in slow motion.
It's European. He's the same way Dirk played.
And Nasty go like this, but Nasty play the same way, slow as shit. I could never steal a ball from Nasty because he dribbles slow as shit. It's the slowest crossover you ever seen, but you can't get the ball from this motherfucker because it's so slow. Your reaction be so fast that it's so slow. It's like I hate playing people who dribble as damn slowly and move that slowly. They move at their pace. So it fucks with your mind because you used to just jumping up.
I know.
I got it. I got this. And they over here. You jumping right. They going left. and fucks with you. And I told him, damn, I ain't started being able to defend Nasty until I got older when I got slower. Because when I was younger, I'm like, When I got slower, I'm like, okay, yeah, I got your ass now.
There's a certain rhythm to it.
Yeah.
And people who do that, there's a guy in Memphis that plays like that. He just plays
Anderson
so slow, but it's like it's so silky because he's so efficient. Like, wow, like how are you this good and you just move so slow? It's like you can literally just sit here, take your time. I'm gonna take the ball from you. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna dribble, right, and then I'm gonna score. But he's just so efficient because that's his rhythm.
It's slow as shit.
If you see it's his tempo, and your tempo can't match his tempo.
Yeah, that's what it is. You're playing too fast for his speed.
So that's why Luka is so effective, because he throws people off with that slow old man game.
I still think they're gonna lose tonight. Like I said, they got at least 3 players that could take over the game.
And I put it this way: they said the same thing about the Suns. The Suns went up 2-0, and that boy Luka said what he said. He said everybody talk tough when they up, and then he just went nuts. I'm just saying. I just believe there's something about this Dallas Mavericks team right now. Hey Lee, I know if you're watching, Dallas Mavericks gonna win this series. I just have a feeling that Golden State is an injury away anyway. Stuff happens. Then their whole team change. So I just believe if Dallas makes shots in that first game, Dallas win that game. Dallas won that game if they make shots because they were giving them wide open shots. And Finney Smith,
they were basically saying, okay, we're going to stop Luka The rest of you guys got to beat us.
All y'all got to do is hit shots. If Dallas people just hit shots, they're gonna win this game because then they can't focus on Luka. Just hit shots. Do your shoot arounds. Luka don't drink no more beers before the game, and we fine.
I guess we'll see tonight.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about that because Pat Beverly got me feeling some kind of way about what people do before games.
No.
Man, we're gonna talk about Pat Bevs.
No.
Last one, the hater. They're gonna call this the Diabolical Hater Show right now.
I was gonna say because
first ballot Hall of Famer of the Hate Club.
Yeah, he's first ballot, first inductee.
Yes.
It was funny how he was making James Harden look like he was advocating, if you will, for him to get the Supermax. I'm like, no way. No way.
A quitter. He's a quitter. How could you? I'm like this. How can you shame Chris Paul for quitting on the team because he got a fake injury, but you praise James Harden in the same breath?
I mean, sitting here kissing all his butt, talking about I've seen James Harden do stuff for years
all that ass.
People ain't never do.
He was stroking his beard and everything.
That he used to manipulate the rules, but is he doing the same stuff now that people are caught up to it? And the competition committee says, guess what? Now let's see him do the same stuff. Are you still going to give him that praise then? Pat Beverly been out of pocket all week. Like, I promise you, if he'd have came on today or yesterday, I was boycotting ESPN for the summer. I was not watching ESPN until football came back. I promise you.
Watch it anyway. Fox Sports is better.
I like what Barnes said about him, though.
Yes, it was true. And Danny Green said something about him. Danny Green basically said, when you play Luka will ball you. He put his hand on the floor. You can't do nothing with Luka, and you're a cone. You can't talk about Chris Paul. Because how can you talk about a man that has 9 all defensive teams, and you only had 3? So that means you were only good for 3 seasons. He was good for 9 defensively. So who would you say is the better defensive player?
Oh, Chris Paul.
CP3,
Chris Paul, the better all-around player, not just defensively.
I'm just saying we just go on defense. That's Pat's. Look, that's Pat's specialty, right? That's what he brings. Mr. 94 feet. That's what he called himself, right?
Chris Paul is top 10 in all-time steals in the NBA history. The 75 years, he's top 10 in steals. Now, I get that he has an X number of years over you, but Pat Beverly, where are you in that number? Where are you with these
not even the top 200
all defensive teams? Because you got 3. So what's taking you so long to catch up? He has 9 and he's declining. So where are you? What's taking you so long to catch up?
Wait, I got one better. Remember that last year when Patrick Beverly pushed a certain player after they dropped 40 on his head? Can you name that player? He pushed a certain player in the playoffs on his back when they played the Suns. After the Suns kicked them out the playoffs, kicked the Clippers out the playoffs. It was a certain player that he pushed in his back after that player dropped 40 on him. Did you name that player? Yes, it was Chris Paul.
It was Chris Paul.
It was Chris Paul.
It was Chris Paul.
Chris Paul gave him 40, and he pushed him in the back and got ejected. You remember that?
Yeah.
He dropped 40. Yeah. That cone, you called him, dropped 40 on your head.
On that ass.
Yeah.
Did you hear the story that he was telling on ESPN the other day, though? When he was in high school, he went to a basketball camp and supposedly put it on Chris Paul?
Supposedly.
I don't want to hear about high school.
Destroyed him.
Hey,
hi, Dawn. Thank you for joining us, Dawn.
See, she spoke, Jay. I don't want to hear about high school. What is Al Bundy? I scored 4 touchdowns in the high school game for Polk High. No, you played this man in the NBA. What did he? Even though Al Bundy is a great high school football player, but you played this man in the pros. The last time I seen y'all go head to head, he dropped 40 on your head in the playoffs. He dropped 40. You can't talk shit about high school when a dude now who old as shit dropped 40.
So
Yep.
here's the thing.
And you supposed to be this defensive player, Pat Bev. He dropped 40 on your head, and then you pushed him in the back like a bitch.
So
the man dropped 40 on you.
Like a sore loser.
And credit to
like a bitch.
Credit for JJ Redick for hanging with him too, by the way.
So and here's the other thing that rubbed me the wrong way. So Pat Bev talking about he stood on the line talking about he was speaking truth. So he's sitting here dropping bombs or whatever and talking tough. So he talked tough with the players. But here's your boy Brian Windhorst. So Brian Windhorst, he's a career journalist. He's a career journalist, and he's being professional, welcoming you to the media platform because they didn't have to put you out there. And he says, you know what? Congratulations on you getting the bag. Now he up there gonna tell this man, say, bro, yeah, ain't nothing to congratulate on that. I earned all that, big homie. First of all, it wasn't even about that. You gonna sit here and talk tough on a career journalist talking about you earned it, and the guy literally followed your career. He's following your career. He's sitting here giving you props, and you can't take that. Talking about, yeah, I sat there and earned it. Or modest much, humble much, man.
Look, I will give Pat Bev the biz on the court.
Don't let the people lose to the
Pelicans. I will say it, and I don't care if y'all don't believe me. Somebody set it up. I'll ice these knees up, and I'll give him 40. I'll give Pat Bev 40 right now because he can't play no fucking defense.
I'll
give him 40 right now. He too light to ass to play me.
You down, Mo? Come on, man.
Fuck no. He don't play defense. He gonna hack me, but I'm big as shit.
He'll hack
I'm gonna run over his ass. All this. That's all he gonna do. He don't play no defense. Patrick Beverly do not play defense.
He's great.
He hacked you, yes. Now we playing street ball. I'm gonna put this big 260 body on his ass.
That's a totally different game.
Done.
You're talking street ball. That's different.
That's what I'm saying. You go street ball, you put him on the court with me on street ball 1-on-1. I'm gonna put this big 260 on him, and he's gonna be tied by 0.3.
So we're talking NBA Jam shoving. Okay.
NBA, you go NBA with it too. You put me in the post, I'll post his long ass up, and I will go up on him too. Because he don't play defense. He don't play defense.
Y'all can do rucker ball. Y'all can do big three ball. Y'all can play with the NBA.
No matter what ball.
I will pay to see it.
Because I play defense. I was a defensive maestro. I'm like this. You can't get over on me, Pat. I see you play. You don't play defense. You don't play defense, Pat. Like what defense he play? He fouls you. He fouled you, and back then, in the NBA, they can't handle that. When you play somebody from the street, that little tap don't do mean shit.
Nope.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I say I would give that man the bill. And I'm not an NBA player.
Ain't nobody calling fouling no street ball unless
I'm not
an
NBA player. And I will give his little ass the business. I'm just telling you. So you talk about Chris Paul. Chris Paul gave you the business. What was all that talking tough when he dropped 40 on you? And Chris Paul a midget. He a great midget, but he's fucking short. So you supposed to be this defensive dude, and you let this dude smaller than you, older than you, drop 40 on your head. Come on now.
And he got a number of years on you.
He didn't tell that story the other day when I was watching him.
He ain't gonna tell that story. He's never gonna tell that story.
When I was back in high school.
Oh no! Oh, my favorite. Me and Paul George was talking on the phone. Another bitch. I say it just like that. Another bitch. Because why are you speaking on another man?
In high school, you was the man, homie.
Yeah, I heard Pat Bev was great in high school scoring and shit like all that shit. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
What happened? Pat Bev.
What happened was
that every other school in the state that he went to sucked. That's probably why.
What happened was,
and then the Dame Lillard was on his head. He said nobody checking that man when they play. That's how he get 11 points in the playoffs right now. They say nobody checks him. That's what Dame Lillard said. Nobody worries about Pat Bev when we play them.
But he talks like he's one of those guys.
Yeah,
like he's never been that guy. He's sitting here talking about I made the playoffs with minus that he conveniently leaves out that asterisk when he was hurt. Because when he was hurt, Houston didn't make that playoff run.
He ain't elite.
He's not elite. He's not even a C+
but
player.
He talks like he's elite. You're not, dude.
Come on, is he not even a C+ player? Is he?
That's what I'm saying. He's not elite.
He's Enzo Amore.
Woo!
Man,
at
least Enzo used to speak the truth, though. This dude is lying. This dude is fucking lying, man. I can't tolerate Enzo. Talking, whatever. I can't tolerate this motherfucker. I almost broke my TV. I almost threw the remote at the TV. when he called Chris Paul a cone, this man has 9 all defensive teams selected. You can't call nobody. I don't want to hear about, he plays the passing lane. That's a part of playing defense.
I'm about to say that's what you're supposed to be doing.
That's defense.
Like, oh my God, that dude missed me.
He led the league in steals multiple times.
Mostly not once.
My shit is how everybody on ESPN was praising him, like, oh, hopefully you can come back and do this and blah blah this and blah blah that. And I'm like,
come on, they had very spirited discussions.
I love JJ Redick on that show.
Yes, props to JJ Redick.
To the Get Up show. I did not watch First Take. So
JJ Redick got his ass.
If Pat Beverly come back on that channel, I promise you it's gonna be a long summer because I'm telling you, I'm gonna put it out on every platform that I have that say, bro, we not watching it. The dude, he speaks his certain, he dances around what he conveniently leaves out what the whole truth is.
He's good for entertainment value.
Yes, but you got to be truthful on that shit, though.
He got us talking about him, but I ain't for it. This is probably the last time I'm addressing Pat Beverly until the next season starts.
No advocating for Pat Beverly?
No advocating.
No
wow.
Advocating
Nah, he gets no love from me. Pat Bev lost my respect when he cried because he won a play-in game.
Yay!
And what the fuck did he do with that? Got blitzed out the building by the Memphis Grizzlies. They whooped that trick, and now you on ESPN.
Thinking you're an elite player. Fuck out of here, bro.
We want Phoenix. We wanted Phoenix. So we'd have licked our chops. When I see Chris Paul, I'm licking my chops. Boy.
If they'd have somehow got to Memphis, they'd have got through Memphis, and somehow Phoenix got them. Phoenix was going to the fucking finals again. Yeah. If they'd have met up with the fucking Timberwolves. Boy. All them motherfuckers on the Timberwolves soft. Every single player on the Timberwolves is soft.
Soft.
Okay, I'm gonna say no. Except one. Ant Davis is a dog. I'll give him that. Not Ant Davis. I mean Ant Edwards is a dog. Ant Edwards is a dog. That's one. They got one. He a dog. I forgot. I ain't gonna do that to Ant Edwards. But the rest of them motherfuckers, all
soft.
Cat.
I'm not bashing anybody else. But
I'm a bash the whole fucking team. I'll do it. Cat is soft as squirrel shit. I'm just being real with you. He's soft as a motherfucker. You got D'Angelo Russell who's soft and a snitch. And now you got Pat Beverly, soft ass.
You still got that work?
Yeah, he's still a fucking snitch. Once you a snitch, you always a snitch.
I thought we got over it.
So, once
you inviting D'Angelo Russell on the guys trip. Are you inviting D'Angelo Russell on the guys trip?
No. Not even.
That way. Hell no. You see what my wife carry. You see what she carries.
Yep.
I'm not bringing him on no guy trip.
We don't do that here.
I'm saying we'll be all over. Oh, look what Mo Young did.
He was good for, like I said, he was good for entertainment and shock value. That's all he was good for this week.
Then they had another incident that happened on ESPN when Mad Dog, I can't stand that dude. Fucking, I can't stand this motherfucker. Like, this dude said Bob Cousy was the best point guard of all time.
Who said that?
Mad Dog, what's his name?
Russo.
Christopher Russo said Bob Cousy was the best point guard of all time, even better than Chris Paul. Even
front
better
of
than
Steve-
Magic Johnson.
in
Even
front of
better than
Stephen A.
Isaiah
Smith?
Thomas and Steph Curry. We can keep going.
I missed that.
John Stockton. We can keep going. He said Bob Cousy, who can't dribble left. He could not dribble left. Was the best point guard of all time, and Bob Cousy never shot over 40% from the field.
In the 75-year history of this league, that's
Bob
the
Cousy.
guy that you have over everybody else.
Bob
Not a
Cousy
chance.
is over Magic Johnson,
Mm,
over Isaiah Thomas,
Thomas, I was going to say Isaiah Thomas.
over John Stockton, over Steph Curry. Fuck, I'm gonna say it. Allen Iverson is a better point guard than him. Fuck, we keep going.
No, I could the list in the 80s. Shit.
We go in the 80s. We can do the 80s,
Is
the
this thing
70s.
on?
We can do the 70s.
Better than Wilt, Clyde Frazier? I don't think so.
Hell
Is
no.
this thing on?
It was the players that were around him that made him better.
He played when there was 8 teams.
And he played with Russell.
Homers and shit.
He played with
Make sure
Russell.
that
He
this thing
played
is
with
Havlicek and all that.
Havlicek.
And all them. All them.
All
I don't
around
want to
best
live
point
here
guard.
anymore.
Magic.
They basically said
Magic. It's not even close.
because JJ Redick told Russo that he played against a bunch of plumbers, so Bob Cousy is in his feelings now, talking about
Get over it.
talk about those. I defend those plumbers, and I played with Wilt against Wilt and all them. Wilt and Russell were freaks of nature. They could play in any era.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
can
no
play in that
question.
era. I can play in Bob Cousy era and be a star. Y'all ain't have nobody there.
I don't want to live here anymore.
All you had to do is be taller than 6 feet tall, and you could have been a fucking man back in those days.
Yeah.
Y'all couldn't go left. Y'all people didn't know what a crossover was.
Shit, I gotta check that clip out, man.
Y'all
Bob
didn't know
Cousy,
what
best point guard
y'all
of
did
all
not
time.
know what a crossover was. Y'all would think that's some kind of sorcery if somebody came back. If we bring some ballers from now and we could bring them back in the 60s, you'll think they're doing some kind of sorcery with the ball.
Oh, they would have called carry and all
Carry
that
and
shit.
back.
Carry, double dribble.
Double
yeah,
dribble,
I've seen a lot of-
carrying.
I've seen
They're
a lot of
traveling.
plays lately that are questionable. There are people that fucking travel in the whole 9 yards and they don't call that shit.
Giannis.
Patrick
Yeah.
Ewing.
Giannis did like 20 steps on it.
Yeah.
on his
On a
last game.
layup.
Giannis,
Giannis
that man
travels his
walks
ass
with New
off.
Orleans. That boy walked with Ronald. Hot boy Ronald.
Yeah, boy, was
I've
Giannis
traveling.
never
walking
seen
with-
Giannis do this. Giannis, I mean, because one step is supposed to count as one, right?
That one.
Mhm.
Giannis did this John here. Gathered and
And then
then
stepped
went up.
again.
I said,
Traveling.
so
Traveling.
just don't exist at all in the league,
What-
right?
But back then, Giannis wouldn't have to travel. Giannis would be faster than, I can say,
Yeah.
5% of the people. I mean, he'd be faster than damn near everybody. Except
Did
Wilt.
98% of the league. So, yeah.
I'm just saying, except Wilt. Because Wilt ran track. So he'll be faster than everybody but Wilt. And he would need to travel. So you put Bob Cousy in today's NBA, he
No.
would be a bum. I will say it right now.
He
would be a
wouldn't
fucking bum.
even come off the bench. He'd be
He'd
at
be
the end of
Bobby
the
Hurley.
bench.
Hurley didn't make the
But he
league.
wouldn't make it. Today's
He didn't make the
today's
league.
Today's league, he wouldn't make it.
Bob Cousy would not make this league here.
No. not
Boston
at all.
fans can crucify me.
he would-
They can
he-
do whatever they want. Fuck Boston. Bob Cousy was a man in his era, but if you put Bob Cousy in this era, he
Not
is
a chance.
trash. He is in the G League.
Yeah.
He's in the Big Three. He's not.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
not in the
yeah, you
NBA.
say that.
Damn.
He's not even making the big three.
He ain't making
He not even
exactly.
making the big
He
three.
ain't making a big
He's not
three.
making the big- look, he might be overseas in Korea somewhere playing.
Damn, Korea.
He got a better chance overseas than in the big three.
The Philippines. He over there with the Philippines with Manny Pacquiao playing and shit. He ain't playing in this NBA.
Man, Pacquiao's a
this
better
fucking
athlete.
He's playing in the Philippine League where the tallest player is 5'5".
Yeah. Bob Cousy ain't winning shit in here. Come on, Mad Dog Russo and all you Boston people who are uptight.
Man.
That's the same shit I was talking about with fucking Archie Manning earlier. We overrate some of these fucking people. We overrate because anybody could have been point guard of that team. Come on, man. Be real. Anybody. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Red Auerbach and them stacked that team so much. He didn't matter. Nobody gave a shit about Bob Cousy. I ain't never heard anybody put Bob Cousy in their top 10.
Nope.
Is Bob Cousy even on the 75 team?
Yeah, I think he might be just because he had to put somebody.
Because he was in all those championships.
Let's go and fact check this.
You go fact check and just see, but nobody has ever called Bob Cousy in this era the best point guard ever. Maybe in the 60s.
No,
maybe
hell
the 60s,
no.
and the little early part of the 70s. But once the 80s hit, when Magic and them came on the scene, that shit was dead.
They changed point guard play.
Yeah, he did.
So you telling me Bob Cousy could shut down Magic Johnson? You telling me Bob Cousy could shut down Isaiah Thomas?
When fucking Kareem got hurt, he played center and they couldn't shut him down.
Oh, yes.
So do you honestly think Bob Cousy could have shut him down straight up? Point guard to point guard?
Magic was a freaking
He's there.
Yeah.
Bob Cousy's
good.
The only person that gave him problems was Zeke.
Yeah, think about it. Could Bob Cousy stop Zeke?
Hell no.
No.
Machine gun dribble. Bob Cousy would have came up there with that machine gun dribble that Zeke had and would have been looking like, what the hell happened?
I'll give you one better. Mark Jackson would school fucking Bob Cousy.
Hell yeah. You can go there. Earl Monroe.
Oh, the pole, baby.
He played the point and the shooting guard. Earl of Pearl would give him the fucking business. Ray for Austin.
He
would give him the fucking the business. Skip to my Lou would give him the fucking business.
I was say, let's get to my Lou.
Yeah.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Skip to my Lou, who played for the Magic, will give Bob Cousy the fucking business.
No,
so I don't want to hear this
skip
shit.
Skip to my Lou playing street ball. You go Ray for Austin. Ray for Austin will give him the business.
I said Ray for Austin at first.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You got to separate the two.
Okay,
so
Ray for Austin definitely will give him the business.
If you go with the NBA professional, that's Ray for Austin. And Ray for Austin, the NBA professional, will give him the business.
And Skip to my Lou will give him the business. It didn't fucking matter which one.
Give him the business.
I mean, it didn't matter which one you picked. Well, I have never heard anybody call Bob Cousy the best.
Yo, I'll even make it even. I'll say homie that played for the Suns.
Kevin Johnson?
Kevin Johnson.
Oh, Kevin Johnson definitely will give him the business. Talking about Dan Marley?
No. Who was the No, not is it the Suns?
You were talking about the Cavs? Talking about Mark Price?
Mark Price?
That's the Cavs. Mark Price.
Oh no,
he's on the level
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash would score on him left and right.
Yes.
But I'm saying I'm giving him just to put a white guy against a white guy.
Man, look, he could probably do okay with Steve Kerr because Steve Kerr could dribble. He might hang with Steve Kerr, but Steve Kerr might give him the business.
Nah, Steve Kerr would give him the business because Steve Kerr could shoot.
Yes. Bob Cousy couldn't shoot.
He can shoot.
Layups. That's about it.
He can shoot. He shoot under 40% for his career. Under 40%. Come on, man. He can't even make 4 out of 10 shots.
He's one of those people that rode the coattails of Bill Russell and the rest of them.
Yes, sir.
You know, he was in a good place at a good time.
Havlicek was better than him. I said it.
Yes. Havlicek should have been on the bench. Shouldn't have. Pistol Pete Mavericks would give him the fucking business.
Pistol Pete would give a lot of people today the business.
Rick Barry
was a different breed.
I'm saying.
Pistol was a different breed.
You say you want to use a white guy against a white guy? Pistol Pete Maravich would fucking mess over him.
Man.
Rick Barry.
Jerry West. We even going. It don't matter. He couldn't even beat the people in the 70s. He dominated the 60s. Yes. When they start getting real basketball players in the 70s,
he didn't dominate. It was the players on the team. It was the Bill Russell.
Well, I'm saying his team dominated in the 60s. Yes.
Anybody, like you said, anybody could have been plugged in at point guard.
You know what?
And I'm putting it this way. Those 60 Celtics teams would have got the business in the 70s. They'd have got the business in the 80s, and they would have been relevant in the 90s.
Matter of fact, the 80s
the
Celtics
80s
teams
Boston team would have beat the shit out of that team.
Yes.
Yes, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Stop overrating them because they played people who had basketball as a secondary.
Wait a minute. Let me think about this.
Stop overrating
Bill Russell and the
Celtics,
Chief would have to go against each other, and Bill Russell would eat the Chief up. But yet, who would guard Bird? Who would guard? Yeah, who would guard Bird?
Who checking
Bird?
Who's going to guard McHale?
Exactly. Russell, you have Russell running all over the fucking place.
Yeah, he can't guard all three.
Exactly.
Who was the other big man? It was McHale,
Parrish,
Chief.
They had Bill Walton on the team. Bill Walton. But he was old, but he was on the team.
Yes.
He's good for 6 fouls.
Exactly.
So I'm just like this. They're not even the best Celtics team. The best Celtic team of all time was, I think, was the 84 or
85 team.
86 Celtics. The 86 Celtics. They beat us in the Eastern Conference Final, and they won the title. That was their best team ever. That's what they call the 86 Celtics. The 86 Celtics are better than that. And then you can go any other Larry Bird-led Celtics team is better than the fucking 60 ones. Yeah. I said it. Fuck you, Boston. I said it.
I agree.
I fucking said it.
You ain't lying.
That 60s team would have went to the 70s with that shit. They would have got smacked up in the 70s, got done up in the 80s, got murdered in the 90s. In 2000s, they wouldn't even been relevant.
They're not even in the gym. Please.
They're the Bobcats.
If Jordan was playing, so
I'm gonna say Pelicans.
They ain't the Pelicans. They ain't the fucking Pelicans, because the Pelicans will do business right now. I'm just trying to tell you, they the fucking Bobcats.
We ain't that no more.
I'm just saying, the Bobcats won like 7-8 games one year. They ought to be the fucking Bobcats.
The Washington Wizards.
They'd be the Washington Generals. Fuck. When they played the fucking Harlem Globetrotters. That's what they fucking beat. First of all, you can't check these boys today wearing Chucks.
Oh, man.
All your fucking ankles will be broke, man.
Don't do it. You
can't check these boys today wearing Chucks. So, man, dog Russo, shut the fuck up. Bob Cousy is not even in my top 10 of point guards.
Nah, we named like 15.
Exactly.
So you can rattle them all.
It's funny because nobody said Jason Kidd.
And we ain't even get a J Kidd.
Nobody said Jason Kidd.
Nobody said Tiny Oscar. Nobody said Oscar Robertson yet.
Nobody said Jerry West.
I said Jerry West.
Oh, my bad.
We went back about 6 decades. We ain't even get anywhere to this century talking about guards already. So
we ain't even mention. Let's see. Let's go with this generation. Man, Ja Morant will eat him up right now.
Yeah, easily.
Right now.
Ja will jump over his head.
Right now.
So,
yeah.
If we had a one-on-one tournament and we put Bob Cousy in it, he losing in the first round no matter who he plays.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can sit here and make a bracket of, I don't know, the greatest 64. You make an even bigger bracket. I promise you he doesn't get out the first round.
He ain't getting out the first round.
Nope. He's a 16
seed. That credit to be on the 75 team.
No matter what era you want to go for.
The only person that can win out any era on those team, 2 people, is Havlicek and fucking Russell. It's the only 2 that could probably win games out of them. Against
if they played now?
Eras. Yep, out of eras. It's Havlicek and fucking Russell. The only one that can win a one-on-one game now. Anybody else on the Celtics teams getting washed?
Back then, yes.
Yeah, they're getting washed. You got competition matters. There's a reason why
It does.
HBCUs don't win the national championship because competition fucking matters.
It really does.
Like being real, like if y'all playing plumbers and people who had part-time jobs and basketball was their first job, of course, if all you did was play basketball, you'll be better than them.
You gonna take off. You're just doing your job.
You put Jordan in the 60s, Jordan averaging 100.
Yeah.
Like, be real.
Yeah.
Like what Shaq said about Rudy Gobert. But he said, yeah, he was on his podcast. And Spice said, I think he could hold you to 13 points. Yeah, the first 3 minutes.
The first quarter.
The first 3 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. No. No.
You better,
Shaq in his prime? No.
You better Google
Man,
Shaq.
listen to this. Gobert couldn't hold Shaq nuts for 13 minutes. You talking about less 13 points.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Hold him to 13.
Gobert would be playing from the floor on his ass all the time. He wouldn't have the body to stop Shaq. Shaq was in his prime, Shaq was like a point guard. He had ball handle, he had footwork. His drop step was probably one of the best in that era. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Rudy Gobert is just trying to get the spotlight put on him.
Let me put it this way. David Robinson was a great defender. And Shaq just said, give me the ball, bam, I dunked on him. And he did it in the All-Star game. The boy said, you know what? I'm going to dunk on him. Bam, just dunked on him for no reason. And this is a great defender. David Robinson.
I think Shaq was the type of person, if he saw pussy in your eyes, he was going at
get you.
Well, Shaq didn't care for who. Shaq dunked on a whole team. There's a picture with a whole team. You got one dude slap him in the face. They had 4 other dudes around him, and he dunking on somebody.
He's still dunking. Y'all
he
better
dunked on 5 people.
That, man.
The only person that could keep Shaq in check when Shaq was in his prime was Hakeem.
Yeah, Hakeem was a different beast.
Yep.
Hakeem was probably one of the first big men that really shot an outside shot.
Man, I'm just dumbfounded about this Bob Cousy shit, though. The best point guard of all time?
No.
Now you can say he's the most winning point guard of all time. Yes, he has 11 championships. So yes, he's the most winning point guard.
I want to know in all those championships, how many times did he win MVP?
None. Hardly
none. Like I said, he rode coattails to that.
Eric, you are a statistician. Did he ever win Finals MVP?
Or better yet,
Robert Ory. Easy one.
Robert Ory has 7. Is he considered one of the best of all time? No.
He's the best. He might be one of the most winning forwards of all time.
But is he the best player?
Rings.
He might be one of the most clutch players of all time.
Is he the best player of all time at his position?
No.
No.
Hell no.
No.
Are you going to put Ory better than Jordan? Hell no.
No.
He won. No. He won one MVP award in 1957. It wasn't final.
That's it.
The 50s.
50s. He won one MVP in 1957.
For the playoffs or for the whole season?
Or was that a season?
He did not win a Finals MVP in his career.
He did not have a Finals MVP. That's easy.
That's a no for me, dog.
That's when the actual basket.
Listen, if they said you got to pick a point guard to fucking start your basketball team, he ain't even on the list.
Exactly, he ain't on the list.
He's not on my list.
Bob Cousy did not win a Finals MVP. That's all. So how can somebody who never won the Finals MVP be better than somebody who won them? Isaiah won one.
Yeah.
Fucking Magic won one. Won multiple, probably.
Make it business, please.
Man, get out of here, man. So that means he was never the best player on the floor.
Never was the best player on his team. He
Nope.
rode coattails.
He won in 1957 as the whole season, probably because he had assists out the ass.
When
Yeah,
they
because
had six.
you're giving it to Russell,
Russell, there you go, pal.
and you know that ball's going in.
No, the league had to be made of 4 teams. Each of us has a team, y'all, and only one of our teams is going to have the MVP.
Think about it. It was 8. So think about it. 4 other people on here. So you had a 1 in 8 chance of winning MVP.
There you go.
Where the people today got what, a 1 in 30 chance?
I would like to see the other people on that list the year that he won it.
Oh, 1957 MVP race. That's nothing but a thing. I want to know this too. Because I'm on your side, JJ.
The majority are either Celtics or Chamberlain.
It got to be Chamberlain. And if it was Chamberlain, he got robbed. He got robbed of Chamberlain.
I was gonna say, honestly, what I was gonna say, if the dude that was second was colored or darker, he got robbed.
Sorry, Bill Russell won in 1957. I know what they're talking about. Bob Pettit won in 56. I don't think he won one. Oop, I don't think he won one.
Yeah, so he
didn't win one.
He ain't no best point guard.
I'm going to 55 now. Bob Pettit. Damn, Bob Pettit was dominating the 50s. I'm going to 54. Bob Cousy won in 1954.
But the point is, he ain't the best point guard of all time. No.
No.
Hell no.
He might have not even been the best point guard in the 50s.
Hell no.
Nope.
He just got lucky that he had players on his team.
My bad. He didn't win that one. He won the All-Star MVP. I'm sorry.
You fucking dog, Lord.
He came in third in 54. Bob Pettit won it again.
That dude was killing it.
Bob Pettit won 3 or 4 already. We're going to go to 3.
Was that the Minneapolis Lakers?
Yeah, probably so. This is ridiculous. They don't even have shit for MVP voting for the 53. The Lakers won the championship during the Rookie of the Year with somebody named Ray Felix. Yeah, bro, I don't think he won the MVP.
Yeah, that's where you kind of taking the
case closed.
There's too many point guards that have done a lot more than he has.
I don't get it. I don't get why.
Because of the championships. Because he was on a team.
Oh, he did win one.
Championships.
56, 57, they saying. Okay. I mean, let's look. I went on NBA.com to find it.
He won it in 57.
Yeah. He won the MVP because he was averaging 20 points a game, about 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Russell Westbrook is better than him if you go by the numbers.
By the numbers, yes. By the numbers, yes.
John Wall will give this dude the business.
Oh, what's his name? Abdul Rahim Rahif, or whatever his name is.
Talking about Raul. Oh, yeah.
Mahmoud Raul.
Yeah, Raul.
He would kill him.
He was the first Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Too bad he got hurt.
Nah, his beliefs got in the way. Got black.
Yeah, that too.
That too.
So, yeah. Cousy has won 1 MVP. And Cousy, best year, he averaged 20, 5, and 7.
He wouldn't even come close to that today.
So if I told you the best point guard averaged 20, 5, and 7 ever, Isaiah Thomas was doing that regularly. Yeah, whoever that is in the background.
That's right.
That's right. Well, yeah. So, man, that's my thoughts on this, man. Man. So,
Ugh.
I'm just saying, Mag Dog Russo, but like they get on. I hate this shit. ESPN pisses me off. They get people on there who just
People
that'll
are gonna
stir
talk
you
about
up.
their favorites.
like Bob Cousy. He was serious,
Like, really,
man.
like, come on.
He couldn't
Y'all just
tie
spewing
Nick
out
Nick
names.
on tomorrow's shoes.
Y'all just putting out names out here now.
I'll take Muggsy Bowles over fucking Bob Cousy.
Oh,
Damn.
Let's just say a name that kind of get people going.
Yeah, I said it.
Okay.
I'll put it on the shirt. I'll take
Spud
Muggsy
Webb.
Bowles
How about
over
that?
fucking Bob
I
Cousy.
take Spud Webb.
Spud Webb. That's a name for you.
Man, come on, man. Bob Cousy couldn't go left. Bob Cousy didn't have a jump shot. He couldn't play defense. Fuck it. Like what are we doing here?
That is the question. And
Man, ESPN, come hire us.
Please.
We'll tell you the truth.
oh
We
yeah,
can be disrespectful too.
Please.
We can be
Hey,
disrespectful like you like it.
whatever
It would
time
have
slot
to
that
be
we
a
have.
podcast though, so we can curse because you can't curse on ESPN.
Man, I had the buzzer there. Boop.
Exactly.
You be boop 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 boop.
Check it out.
We got a 5-second delay.
They're gonna put a limit on y'all cussing, so y'all gotta statistically do it.
Shit. If they give me the right contract, I will not cuss anymore.
We can say damn.
You can say damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
They just gotta
You
find
already
other
know
words.
I'm not
for
gonna
fuck,
use them.
bitch,
So
and all the other words. We just gotta
whatever the
find
other
other
words
words
are,
in the dictionary.
y'all split it amongst yourselves because I'm good for it. I'm not gonna use any of the cuss words.
I'll be like, that's bullshit.
Can't say that. That's you gotta say
Well,
that's
please,
malarkey.
hold on.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
Cut
Come
the
on, man. That
gotta
don't
say,
sound
cut
right
the
coming
shit,
out of my
gotta say,
mouth.
Or
cut the crap,
you can say BS on ESPN.
You can say BS. You can't
You
say
can say
bullshit.
BS.
Yeah,
I'm
you
say
can't
bullshit.
say the actual word, but you can use
I'm like,
letters.
shit.
I'm gonna get fined.
I'm like the hater didn't fucking messed up the money for everybody.
Oh, blank. Oh, there's the button again.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so man, shout outs before we get out of here.
Ooh, shout outs.
It's funny. We all sit every time you do this every week. We all look at the screen at each other like, all right, who's gonna go first?
Who's going first?
Y'all pick one.
Ooh.
Yo,
Man,
I'll go
shout out to
first.
Saul Guerrero, she fucking added my she accepted my friend request, I guess.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
Eddie's daughter. Hey man, I'm gonna get on the show.
What's up, Shaw? Thank you.
Hey, why not?
Thank you.
Hey,
Try it.
try to work that angle. Hey.
Well, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Vic. Nice to see you alive and kicking. And
Vic.
yeah,
Glad
fuck Boston.
I didn't get you.
And fuck Boston.
I like to shout out you guys. I like to shout out Vic and Dawn for stopping by. Great conversations like always. That's all I got.
Sure enough. For shout outs, of course, I'm gonna shout out my beautiful wife, keeping the family, holding the family in line, and for allowing me to come over here. Thank you guys for allowing me, to share my small little 2 cents on sports matters and matters of sports entertainment. Special shout out to the graduating class of the year of 2022. No, it was not easy. Although I was supposed to be in 03 myself, so I'm saying kind of dating myself. It's 20 years since I walked across that stage and been in that situation, been in those shoes. And yeah, man, just keep on going. Do what y'all do. Thank you, viewers. For future viewers that will review, our tape.
Y'all will.
When we're not live. Hopefully you'll come in next week. And again, I want to sit here and thank you guys because it really comes from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to come out here and express it, especially this week because this week kind of gave me anxiety. It was a long week for me.
Man, I just want to give a shout out to my granny, man. She had a little battle with pancreatitis, man. So she's in the hospital right now.
Oh, I have that. Ooh.
Gotta, go check up on her. She 87 years strong, so she'll get
God
through
bless
this.
her.
Wish her speedy recovery.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, shout out to y'all for getting on the show, doing what you do. I enjoyed the show thoroughly. It was funny as shit. And like I said,
absolutely.
Fuck the Celtics. Even though I picked them, fuck the Celtics and Bob Cousy. You're not a top.
Buy the merch.
Buy the merch.
Buy the merch. You're not a fucking top point guard, man. I just want to let that know. You're not a top point guard. Enjoy your 11 rings. Sit your old ass down and shut up.
Him and Pat Bev could go find the same sharp object and go sit on it.
Wow.
American me.
Yes. That was the perfect one to end it on. I think find a sharp object and sit on it. And that's to you, Bob Cousy and Pat Bev.
In that order.
It's been like a fiery week. Looked like it. Both shows were fiery on some shit. The fuckery didn't happen in sports and fuckery happened in wrestling. This must have been a week of fuckery. Hope next week will be better than this week. Oh man, so man, we'll be back Thursday with the wrestling show. Hopefully, we get somebody to come on it. We getting traction on Twitter. We almost 100 follows in a week. We've been on.
Oh, nice.
Almost 100 follows. So it might not be a lot to you, but fuck you. Try to get 100 follows organically without buying them. Most of them are wrestlers.
That's right.
Most are wrestlers. So, and other podcasts are following us. So, boom. Fuck you.
You said Sal Guerrero started following you?
That was Facebook.
Oh, on Facebook. I thought you meant on Twitter.
I'm about to make that. Try to make that happen on Twitter.
She's married to what's his name? Remember the dude that used to say that used to be with Mero?
Oh, you talking about Jesus?
Oh shit!
No, you know Miro or Rusev.
Oh, you say Miro? Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about?
You mean Andrade? Get it right.
What? But yeah, I know you're talking about. It's Rusev Day.
Yeah, I think he's married to her.
Fuck, Aiden English.
Yeah, Aiden English. He's married to Sal Guerrero.
I'm watching SmackDown and I'm pissed off. Okay.
Why? Because
I'm about to catch SmackDown. So we're gonna talk. Definitely, it is gonna talk about that on Thursday. One of these days, we're going to invite y'all on the fucking wrestling show.
Oh, you don't want us on the wrestling show. We might blow your shit up.
I'm just saying. So I can see Eric's face when I say fuck the Miz.
You know something? Fuck you, fuck the Saints, fuck the Saints, and fuck the fucking Power Rangers. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Wait, hold up, man. We're not gonna deal with this Power Rangers, man.
Matter of fact, I'm out. Goodbye.
Man, fuck Voltron.
He left you with I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, but I got it before he clicked off. I said, fuck Voltron. He took it off. Can't get mad at me because the Power Ranger was a staple. Can't get mad. How the fuck you can hate the Power Rangers, man?
Power Rangers got it.
He shitted on all of your shit.
Because he can't shit on them. Because who the fuck cares about the Mets, the Nets? He back.
Goddamn right, I'm fucking back. All right.
Jets. Fuck Voltron.
Fuck the train.
Fuck this. You're off now. See this?
See ya. Oops. You never mess with the guy with the power.
Yeah, he does have the power.
The CEO had to step in right quick.
Listen, I had motherfucking finger on that remove button quick as a motherfucker. He about to start.
Oh no!
Man, see, that's the fun we have here, man. So we'll see y'all Thursday. Hopefully, y'all join us in, man. Keep following us on Twitter, YouTube. If you don't want your fucking shit taken off, go to YouTube.
Go to our Facebook page.
And this is your boy Mo Young for the Advocate Doc Eric, the nefarious one, and the diabolical hater.
V for Venom.
Peace. And that's the wife, so I definitely gotta get off. Peace. We out.
That's it.
Peace.